It's been too long, way too long since we heard that soundtrack, since we heard that theme. Good to see everybody. Welcome, Goglings. Welcome, everybody, to a Sunday Pen and Pixels. What is this? This is unheard of. I'm pretty sure this is the first ever Pen and Pixels on another day but Tuesday. But welcome, everybody, to episode 492 of Pen and Pixels, as By the Dice Roll has returned to play D&D with Ghosts of Saltmarsh. That's right. You thought it was not going to happen again. You thought that, the rumors of D&D on this channel were only a myth, but you were wrong. We are back. We are ready to go, and I am excited to have everybody here. Before I get there, a couple of quick reminders. Please make sure to follow us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. Please consider subscribing to us here on GogCom's Twitch channel, and please consider clicking through and checking out our individual channels for our own Patreons and subsystems and stuff like that as well. We are here on Sunday because one of our players has got a Tuesday conflict for some time going forward, and so rather than just being like, well, you have to leave the campaign, which we didn't want to do, or being like, well, we're just going to stop playing, which we certainly didn't want to do, we decided that we would move things around. And so even though Sundays are not really optimal for everybody, it was something that was important for us. We were excited to have it. I love seeing that emote, Betrader. I love it. I love it. We decided the time had come and we were ready to go. And so we have moved this to a once a month Sunday stream of By the Dice Roll as we move into the final chapter of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Today is called The Final Enemy, and we will talk a little bit about that. A lot of new things happening in the new year. This crew is going to be going on to, as previously announced, my Tales and Tomes in the Forbidden Library, which was started in live form last year when I was in England, and they went to a live D&D event. It was amazing. So that happened last year, and we are looking forward to doing it again. Not live events. I mean, I'd like to do those too, but we're looking forward to continuing that campaign after this one is finished. But first, we've got to complete we have to complete Ghosts of Saltmarsh, so I'm excited to do that. I will, however, be continuing to run Pen and Pixels on Tuesdays for other things, including coming up on this Tuesday, Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm going to be playing my very own, the module that was made of my first novel called The Third Sign. I just finished Expeditions Rome, so I'm going to be doing that, The Third Sign, as a module. That I'm going to be doing that. Probably takes 2, maybe 3 sessions at most. And then I have a couple possibilities for what I might move to next. We shall see. Yeah, so I'm excited for it. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait, and all that kind of good stuff. But now the time has come to bring the lovely people on, so I'm unmuting myself to let the folks know we're ready to go. I apologize for anyone that I may have interrupted because I couldn't hear them. And then I'm unmuting them. And last but certainly not least, I am heading over to reveal. Also, I'm very excited that I actually have legitimate internet again at this moment because these poor folks put up with me so much last time. But they're here, the full crew. It is true. Do not adjust your television sets. You are seeing the incredible incredible crew of By the Dice Roll. We are back, and they are ready. They have told me off stream that they are willing to publicly commit to chat that they will single-handedly one-man this Sahuagin Fortress instance. So I am sure that's going to
Flamethrowers were mentioned.
Yeah.
Flamethrowers.
I cannot wait for it. But it's great to have these folks back. I'm going to start with Pyron Jade at the bottom left. Pyron, it's good to see you. How's everything with you in your neck of the woods? And whom are you playing today?
Well, let's skip the complete real life part.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I am playing Waves Crashing Against Rocks, or otherwise known as
My name is.
which hopefully all you chat people could hear something,
Yep.
because I'm playing a Kenku Paladin, and as Kenku usually only repeats sounds, words, noises they've heard, I'm using a invisible, there it is, just need to put it to my nose, Steam Deck, and with, I need to count, somewhere nearing 100 different sounds and sentences and music and all of this by now. And it's a dex-based paladin, so I'm going pretty fast, I think. So, and I'm all for our diplomatic approach to the whole Sahuagin problem. Thank you very much.
Very excited. Yes, it's going to be interesting to see how that all works. Maybe you'll just negotiate your way out of it. They're not going to negotiate their way out of it. But there may, I don't know if they're going to want to do a frontal assault. That's probably not the plan, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
We're not allowed to set villages on fire. That was established a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. And since
We can revisit that, because I've had some thoughts.
I mean, I was going to say that the flamethrower might be a problem in what is at least partially an underwater fortress run by the Sahuagin. So
it's technically magical fire, though.
I mean, interesting. I will consider that. Anyway, always a pleasure to have Pyron Jade with us. Also a pleasure, again, to have our good friend Darksaber 2K with us as well. Darksaber, good to see you. Do you want to tell everyone the... is this? I guess it's not technically a GOG game, but I don't know. I still think it's worth talking about. I want to congratulate you on your abiotic factor victory. Can you explain again how many hours that was, and then tell us who you're playing?
233 hours.
Good God.
Pretty much all of it in co-op with my wonderful community. Like, we have some fantastic folks there. Just made it an absolute blast. Didn't mind me restarting every few months when there was a new major update. Didn't mind doing all the old content over and over again. We got very efficient.
Yeah,
but
you
but
did
it's like
it.
coming to the end of a D&D campaign. It's like, well, now what do we do?
Yeah, that's right. Was it worth it? Was the ending worth the build-up?
It was worth it. There were tentacles.
Can't get away from it. Okay, fair enough.
No, we found them in this campaign. That was gone long ago. But anyway, I'm Myrthil Gogonian, a dwarven artificer artillerist, specializing in magical cannons and assorted cunning knickknacks.
Very excited to see it, and as I mentioned, we're not sure what knickknack will be getting busted out for this one, but we will see. Depends on the circumstances. Also,
level 6 now.
Yeah, that's true. I know, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Thanks, Saber, also for Moobot and Dashboard as always. Moving right along to now, I don't know. We were all marveling about this in the green room before we started, but chat. If you notice that, like, every time Mike shows up, he gets more and more badass. It's like, next time he's just going to be in a high back chair like Orson Welles, just kind of turn around and like, welcome all the members of Twitch. I hope
I didn't see you there.
I didn't see you there. Stroking a cat, but it is good to see you, Mike. That background is baller, man. I'm very impressed. Any thoughts about how much left you have to do? Do you have any like extra tweaks you're going to add to it? And who are you playing today?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'll stick the big light on just to annoy the ADHD people. Big light's gone on. Basically moved rooms. If you've been in my channel at all over the last couple of months, I did like a bit of a tour, and there's also tour stuff on TikTok and stuff like that and YouTube Shorts. I have some posters stuck up at the moment, which feels very teenage boy bedroom. So I need to get some frames for them. But we do have like the Silent Hill map and stuff like that. So it's very on brand. Anyway, not really anything else to change about it. Maybe some lighting, maybe some different lights. That's about it. Just little bits and pieces here and there. But suddenly feel so much more comfortable just creating content, just doing work, just having my own little space, basically. Absolutely love it. What I also absolutely love is playing with these miscreants. And who am I playing as? Silver Janus Petulus, half-elven sorcerer, aberrant mind, hears voices, attached to an eldritch god. What could go wrong?
Found out that maybe the Eldritch God is partly connected to what you're dealing with right now. Who would have thunk it? Very excited to see how Silvo gets into things today. Always a pleasure, Mike. Also a pleasure to have Inanda with us. It's good to see you, Inanda. We're continuing to play, which is really glad. We're awesome that we get to play with you. So most important thing that we need to know right now is we need an update on River. I have heard rumors that River is doing well, and I just want to make sure that's true. And then you can also please tell us who you're playing today.
She's doing very well. She's just had a bit of a boof and she's changed position. Also, new addition since we last played is I've got a new
Aw.
tattoo,
Oh my
which
God,
is also of River.
it's the most wholesome tattoo ever. It's so cool.
Yeah. So that is almost a week and a half old. But I'm really pleased with it.
That's really
But yes, River is doing well. And yeah, thank you so much for accommodating my change of schedule as well, because I wanted to continue on playing with you all, obviously. So thank you for accommodating me. Today, I'm going to be playing Brine the Bloodthirsty, who is a water genasi fighter pirate. Her heart's in the right place. She doesn't always have the intelligence to follow up on that, but she's a trier. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Awesome. I am excited to see how Brian handles things. Thank you, Nanda. Also, and last but certainly not least, also the owner of an awesome dog. Sorry, several dogs. Two dogs. Right now? 2 dogs. Okay. I just want to make sure. I was like, wait a minute. What's it? No, I now have 6. Or no, I have 0, you clown. I wanted to make sure I got that right. But it is Undeveloped Bruce. It's good to see you, Bruce. I hope all is well with you. How's everything with you and the furry family? Not furries. That's a whole different kind of family. The furry family. And who are you playing in the game today?
Yeah, I'm glad that you specified which of my families you wanted to hear about. Yeah, they're doing very well. Well, for now, Moog had another butt problem that stopped me from going to another wedding. She's very good at knowing when a wedding is coming up and exploding an anal gland. So, yeah, she just chef's kiss Italian special skills. Anyway, thanks everyone. You're all here for that content.
I don't think we want Chef's Kiss associated with that at all. I just don't think we don't. Not at all.
And like Inanda, I also have a knee tattoo from probably since the last time you saw me.
Okay. Ooh.
Got a snail.
What is it?
That's
Nice.
cool.
It's a willow band that goes around and is woven with blue woad patterns.
Wow.
And it has a
Beautiful.
little snail.
Oh, super
Anyway,
cool.
so that's me and my fur family. The snakes are also doing fine, thank you.
Snakes.
And yeah, I'm playing Green, who is a turtle who likes things to be very clean and is generally very strongly a pacifist, which is going to be interesting when the Sorukan come. So I think I'm gonna have to allow a little bit more violence than I maybe previously have. But we'll see. He is a heal bot.
He is a heel bot.
primarily.
Always
Yeah.
always a pleasure to have Bruce with us, and not necessarily because, as we will discuss during this recap, frontal assault is probably not the best way to go. So we'll talk about that as we go through. In our last session, chat, we had a chance to hold on. Let me get my music going. There we go. In our last session, the wonderful crew of By the Dice Roll plus Oceanus. Oceanus has left to assemble the armies of the Sea Elves to assist. And that's totally why, and not because of anything relating to Fleos not being able to come for some of these sessions. But Oceanus and the rest of the crew had finally made it back from Isle of the Abbey, which occupied the better part of 6 months. We were there for quite a while, and we're dealing with issues relating to the undead. However, it is important to note that several things were discovered. Number one, that there was an undead threat, which the party partially dealt with by dealing with some evil clerics, they said doubtfully, but also that there was a larger threat that was below the surface, literally, of what they could see around them. And the big issue that the party has been dealing with for some time is why exactly the Sahuagin, who are generally known for doing raids on coastal cities or going after the Localanth or, the sea elves or lizard folk or whatever, like creatures that are more neutral in nature, they do raids here and there or whatever. But having a unified front where they are literally threatening all of the coastal areas and peoples, that is something which is very unusual. And finally, the party may have gotten a clue as to why when Oceanus and then several of the other party members, sort of by proxy, discovered the existence of some massive creature, presumably a leviathan, that reached out to their minds and basically said that all of them were dead, that all the people on both land and sea would be destroyed, and he and his people would overwhelm the world with water and sea and destruction. The party came back to the town, and you'll be happy to know, chat, that for the first time in recorded history, the council actually believed people in a game. This doesn't usually happen. There's no video game I know of where the council ever believes you the first time, but they didn't believe these folks the first time either, to be honest. It took them a while, but they did manage to finally convince them that there was a threat. And so the town is now Saltmarsh is assembling a sizable army made up of human soldiers from Kaeland. You'll see I have the poster that Mike got us, the Kaeland Saltmarsh land right back there. We have the armies of Kaeland. They're trying to assemble some other human armies as well. A bunch of the militias, the lizard folk, have gathered together. We talked about the Localanth and several others. A bunch of different creatures in an attempt to hopefully solve this problem and challenge the Sahuagin threat. But what the council explained to the party is that to go directly into this fortress, which was seized from the lizard folk, incidentally, from the lizard folk some time ago, to do that would be essentially suicide. They don't know enough about what the lair looks like. The lizard folk knew that it was a 3-level system. They knew that for a while, but it's very sizable, and who knows what the Sahuagin have done in the meantime. If an army tries to do a frontal assault against something like that, they will probably get annihilated. And so they have turned to the only people who can help. And that, of course, is this party, which has proven its worth on multiple occasions. And they have asked the party essentially to scout out, to do reconnaissance, and to reconnoiter. Find out the weak spots of the fortress, discover where the warriors are. If they can do a little bit of light sabotage while they're there, so much the better. But to get into a massive frontal assault against a place that has undoubtedly got hundreds of warriors that are just sort of waiting for the moment to come to attack the people of Saltmarsh and the surrounding coastal environs, that's probably not a great idea. And so they have asked the party to stealthily, carefully, and with the incredible discretion for which they are best known, go and secretly infiltrate this fortress, gather the information they need, sabotage what they can, and get out alive and without setting off every alarm under creation. That's essentially summarizing what was discussed. However, at the very end of our session, right before I did a little bit about Oceanus getting the sea elves together, and also the undead, which he controls, just before we did that, there were questions that they would have for the council, which I couldn't answer because my internet sucked. But I'm now back where the internet does not suck anymore. And so we're going to slightly retcon. We're going to back up just a little bit to when we are towards the end of the council meeting. The council has made its presentations to the characters, and now the characters can make the decisions they need to. Before I do that, though, I do want to ask about hit point totals and such. And if there's any special thing you want to highlight about being level 6, that would be cool. So, Waves, I guess I'll start with you. Where are we at on the hit point front?
We are... One moment, I've got too many... I popped out the window, and of course now it's behind my other windows. There we go. I have not done my new hit point, so I could maybe roll live on stream, but I'm currently at 55 out of 55 at level 5.
Okay.
But we're now level 6, so I should roll.
All right, I can't wait.
Do we have any house rolls for rolling? Otherwise, I'm just gonna roll 1d10 plus consti.
I mean, because you can always take the average, but if you're doing it as God
Nope.
intended,
Yes.
then clearly you should do this in this
Okay.
way. So here we go.
Consti.
Chad is ready.
Okay.
Chad
Pray
is
for
ready.
One
They're
minute.
prepared.
Chat.
They're ready.
Pray for all
I want
of us.
dice welcome us back.
I just need to. Where? Okay, 1d10 plus. I just click on this. Oh, then it rolls 1d10. Okay, I rolled
Ha!
9
See, and then your con modifier.
plus 4, so 13 more. So
13.
I'm up.
Wow.
Healthy.
68.
Yeah,
Incredible.
68 for me, please. Thank you.
68 out of
Also,
Anything cool on level
about
6?
yes. So the people around me might have realized that I'm pretty fast. And since level 6, while you're near me, you feel weirdly protected by this quick little bird. So whenever you make a saving throw, there's going to be a +4 for you.
Nice. What's the
Nice.
range? What's the radius on that? Like how?
It's a very small range. Give me a moment.
1 foot.
Within 10 feet.
Within 10 feet. That's pretty awesome, though. +4 to saving throws within 10 feet. Nice.
Could I interest you in a half-elven backpack?
I really was trying not to suggest, could you perch on Brian the pirate's shoulder and be a. I'm just saying.
With a half-elven backpack.
with
Here,
a
get in this bag and hold it.
Everybody's just holding this one thing. What is that? Well, it's a party monster. It's a transformer, is what it is.
Kazooie from Banjo Kazooie in a backpack.
That's
yes.
true. I was thinking of some Optimus by the Dice Roll Prime thing, but yes, that also works. That's funny.
I think I should be the one in the backpack. I'm the little bird.
You have to make a
Yes,
little
yeah,
sound
true.
though, that chugga 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 while you're walking along.
I mean, just imagine that you have this backpack with a Kenku in it, and whenever you're in danger, the Kenku just pops out and pokes people. It's just-
Yeah, I would be terrified if I were fighting something in combat and suddenly they turn around and out jumps a brightly colored Kenku with a
Murder
sword.
bird.
I'm just like, Jesus. I am going home and
Everybody
retiring.
expects the murder bird.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh, you think you've got the best of us?
I would
Stabbing
just like to.
just appears from nowhere.
I would like to point out that I lost most of my colorful color during our journey, so I'm mostly black now.
Oh, really? Oh, you're
You
not
haven't had a chance to reapply.
no.
No, I decided to after I got told some things. I was rethinking it and had been mentioned it here and there for me, like washing off the color and not reapplying and stuff.
I see. Okay. All right. So now we have the evil bird, the waves crashing against rocks on purpose.
Yeah, and if you have several of us, it would be a murder of Kenkus, right?
Yeah. Well done. I see what you did there.
Ha 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 ha.
Right now
I
it's
love
just
you.
an attempted murder.
No need for you to wing it. I don't think I'm gonna crow about that for a while. Anyway, good stuff. Thank you, Waves. Very excited to see Waves get into this. Okay, Morthwill. Now, what 65 new inventions have you created? And I now have a top-down death from above flamethrower, Arv, and I can just rain fire. What do you got? You got any cool new things? And how about hit points?
I'll do the hit points first before I forget. So it's going to be 1d8 plus 3. That's 2 for my constitution and 1 for my dwarven toughness. And I got
There,
a
see?
6. 9 for an extra 9. That puts me at 49. I've got
49.
very nice.
Outstanding. Very cool. All right, so 49 out of 49. Well done.
Okay.
And how are we feeling about what cool things?
Well, I'm feeling particularly proficient with tools now, getting double proficiency bonuses with them.
Okay.
I can now learn 2 new infusions, making a total of 6, of which I can have 3 ready at any time. So you may see, and I'll just tell you the names, Spell Refueling Ring and Cloak of the Manta Ray coming to a campaign near us.
Nice. What was the name of, has anyone here played Shovel Knight?
Yes.
What was the name of and you could play it in an expansion or DLC, the one that tossed that was like an alchemy, like
Oh,
night
yeah.
that
Plague
tossed
Knight?
potions or whatever. Is it Plague Knight? Yeah, but
Yeah, I
that
think
but that was
so.
how they attacked. Was they just tossed a bunch of like vials at people. So I had this image of you just infusing everybody constantly, just like smashing them with vials. That's awesome. Wow, super cool. Okay, cool. Well, I cannot wait to see it. Do you know what you're going to start out with, or is that one of those on a need to know basis?
These will be basically after the meeting, where I assume we'll have time to do like long rests and stuff,
Gotcha.
which is when the tinkering happens.
Gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Excited to see that all get played out. Good stuff. All right, Mike. How are we going to get for Silvo? Now, Silvo was at 30 hit points. So can
Yes.
Silvo pull up towards that much vaunted mid-30s level? How are you feeling about that hit point total?
I was very, very certain I was going to take the average, and then I was browbeaten by my peers, so I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
So this is peer pressure, folks. It's almost bullying. Contact your local HR representative. Right. So 1d6, because I have great dice, plus 2. Wish happy thoughts, everyone.
Do it.
All right. Talk to me.
Would you like to use an
Look at that.
inspiration?
See?
There you go.
See? You chose, listen, fortune favors the brave, Mike, and that's what we've just proven. 6 plus 2, 8 maximum.
I'll take it.
Let's
It's probably going
go.
to be my only high roll of the evening, but I'll take
What we
it.
should do is make people who are taking the average still do a roll, because then it's like, here's what you could
We
have
could have
had.
had. Right,
Oh,
it's like
alright.
the deal or no deal thing. Here's what
All
was
right,
in
I'm
the.
doing the
you know.
bullseye approach. Let's have a look at what you could have won.
Very, very good. Okay, what cool stuff have you got now, Silvo? How many aberrant
what
minds
was
can
it
you
like?
touch in one day? Like what?
Cool. Let me have a quick look. What I had to do was a couple of months ago when we last played, is I leveled up the next day, then took a photo of my notes, and I've since sent it myself in Discord. So bear with me. I have gained some spells. So I've gained counter spell.
Nice.
I've swapped sleep for water breathing as a standard.
Why
spell
would that
swap.
be useful?
Yeah, no. Well, it's when they said it's mostly underwater. I was just like, Silvo's not a huge fan of being underwater. I've swapped sending for hold person as part of the aberrant mind feature.
Okay.
I get an extra sorcery point, which is always good. I've also gained psionic sorcery and psychic defense. So psionic sorcery is very much aberrant mind focused today. Psionic sorcery is basically if I cast a spell at first level or higher from the psionic spells feature, I can cast it by expending a spell slot as normal or by spending any number of sorcery points, but I don't use any verbal or semantic components. Not normally a thing we would necessarily be very strict on in our campaigns. However, in certain circumstances, if it's a case of you are bound and gagged, and
Like
stuff
underwater or that.
yeah, I
too.
think it would be somewhat useful. Also, it was free. And psychic defenses is basically I now gain resistance to psychic damage, and I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened, which I think, considering there's a bloody kraken after us, yeah.
might make sense.
Yeah, I do.
That's good stuff. Super
That's
cool.
me.
I cannot wait to see some of that get played out in various ways. Yes, I think that will all have value actually. Good stuff, Mike. Okay, so Inanda, how is our favorite Water Genasi pirate going to get her level 6 game on? What's that going to look like? I think you're muted. You're muted, I think, still.
Inanda, you're still muted.
You're still
Something
muted.
is muted.
Oh, sorry. I
Sorry.
was talking to my dog earlier.
Okay.
There's no massive changes at level 6 for me. Did you have me on 59?
I had you on
HP.
54 before, but that was at level 5, not I don't know what you're at now.
Okay.
I may have, although no, because I had everyone else at their right amounts. So yeah, I think I had you at 54 here. You did have some
Okay.
temp hit points through Morthwheel for a while, so maybe that.
No. Again, I don't think I did the average, but if I start at 54, I'll roll for it.
Okay.
But yeah, there's no massive changes as far as going up to level 6. Apart
Okay.
from hopefully getting some more HP.
All right,
So it's 1d10 plus my con modifier, right?
Indeed.
Plus 4. Oh, hang on a second. No, I need to do 1d10. D10 plus
10d10
4.
plus
10d10. I have 1,104.
Why is it not working?
You don't.
I need to
believe
do
our-
a space, don't I?
Yes, if you're doing that in there. I usually use the little sidebar die roll, so for roll 20.
There we go.
I heard
10.
it. Yeah. All right. Above average. Quality. So now you're at 64 out of 64.
64. Excellent.
Went up
Yes.
64. Good stuff. Cool. And there's no a level 6 fighter plus
ability score.
Yeah, like there's no.
If you're a fighter at level 6, one of your ability scores should be improved, or
That's
you take a feat. I
right.
assume.
I was going to say. I think.
Oh,
There's
yes.
I think there's something good there. I think.
I went for the ability score as opposed to the feats.
Okay. What did you do?
I did
you
look
change?
at them, but yeah, I went for the ability score.
What ability score did you change?
I think I went for con.
Nice. What can I ask? What it's at now?
18.
Nice. Outstanding. All right. Super tough. Seems quite appropriate. All right. 64. That's nearly double Silvo's. I just note that for no particular reason. Good stuff.
Hey, if I could be half a dread pirate, I'd be fine with that.
I'm just dread. That's
Yeah.
all I am. Okay, so good stuff, and I can't wait to see how Brian handles things today. And last but certainly not least, our everyone's favorite Turtle Cleric. So you were at 38 out of 38 is what I had you at before in previous levels, but that's obviously going to change now. Are you also, as in accordance with the prophecy, going to roll dice or?
Well, everyone else has done it, so I might as well.
One of us.
1d8.
Peer pressure.
plus- What is my con modifier?
Should be pretty decent, right? I think.
2.
Between Talisman and D&D, you learn to love the pain of the dice.
It is. I know, right?
I learned it through Blood Bowl.
See, 8 maximum. This is nobody believes me. Every one of you did well by doing it this way. At worst you had above average, and at best the second maximum. Nice. Look at that. 10 points. My
What am I on
goodness.
now?
You are at 48 out of 48 is what I have you at now.
I the
Only
dice
one below me.
roll.
I'm worried that we've used up all of our luck so early on.
Yeah, to be fair, so am I.
What cool stuff do you get at level 6 as a cleric, Green?
Oh yeah, so as a cleric, I'm now a blessed healer. So when I use a spell of first level or higher to restore hit points to other characters, I regain hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. So I heal myself a little bit.
Wow.
I also got an extra spell and swapped out a couple of spells. So I now have sending and clairvoyance, just in case we need to know what's on the other side of a door. Not thinking about any dungeon in particular that made me think about how much I wish I knew what was on the other side of a door, but like
The entire
yeah.
fortress will be open doors. There'll be no closed doors now. No, I'm just kidding. You're always fighting the last war. No, that's a good idea. I note that you took sending when I think Silvo got rid of sending. So you've all swapped your sendings. So that all makes sense.
By accident as well. We didn't confer on that.
Yeah, no, that's
No.
super, super cool. Also, hi, Geister. Yeah, live by the dice roll. Exactly. I hadn't even thought about that. Clearly, by the dice roll needs to actually do this by the dice roll. And they have shown you, chat, just why that's the coolest method. Okay, very cool. So we have that, and I love the Blessed Healer. I imagine that you, in our minds, you were always a Blessed Healer, but now it's officially a Blessed Healer. So good stuff. Anything else, or is that what we got?
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, he's just very traumatized by what happened, and it's changed everything about him at an atomic level.
I don't know if I'm ready for the 1,000-yard stare or the 1,000-trap stare from Green. We shall see the 1,000-pit stare. Anyway, awesome stuff. Can't wait. Let's get to it. All right. So you were at the council, and my understanding was that you might all have a few questions before you're sent off on your mission. Waves does not. Green does not appear to necessarily. Silvo does for sure. Whoever does can ask them now. The council is prepared, hopefully.
I'd like to ask him about that, what was it, the Horn of the Unliving? And where's me bloody notes?
Oh, yeah, your bone horn. Yeah.
The
I'd probably get that checked- I'd get
the
that
horn
checked
we
out,
found.
mate.
Yeah, I just want to hand it over to them at this point, to be honest, make it someone else's problem. I mean, we've been
over to
carting
them.
around this thing in our
It could be-
back pocket.
Find out what it does first. Find out what it does. Find out how much it's worth. Then you can hand it over if it's worthless and does nothing.
Well, it does something, because I was told it was called the Horn of... insert name here. Horn of Unliving, there it is.
You want to hand it over to somebody else.
Just going through an inventory scroll. Where is it?
It's like, this has got to be something.
The problem when they give you infinite holding, you still got to do paperwork, or you'll never find anything again.
So, and I'm just double checking where you got this from. Was it the Isle? I think it was
We
the
found
Abbey, right?
we found the Horn of the Unliving in the mines
Oh, that's
before we
right.
went to the
Yes, yes,
Isle,
yes,
but
yes.
we kind of
remember.
had to rush over there as well, so we didn't have time to investigate it fully. But I think it was that mage fella that everyone went to talk to. I think he had something to say about it, but he didn't know much more beyond that.
Yeah, when you sort of show this over to, and I guess I'm going to slightly conflate the council with various merchants that you could sort of speak to in the town, because frankly, the council room is pretty jam packed. Like, there's a lot of stakeholders in quotes from the town that are here, and so when you hand it over, a few of them take a look at it and kind of pass it around, and it is actually one of the lizard folk. And you may remember that there were two, Garrett and Vith, who were representing the Queen, who you've made an alliance with already. And it's one of them who actually, Garrett, who says, this is known to us, this horn. And they kind of reach out a scaly hand. And you all note that it may be with a slight mark of hope that this time the council does not sort of hesitate before handing it over, but just hands the horn over. Maybe that's what happens when you have a large existential threat. Your sort of petty stuff falls away. But regardless, Garrett takes it and looks at it and says, this is an artifact from the deep sea. We are taught as small living creatures out of the egg that there will come a time when creatures of the dead will rise from the waves, summoned by the sound of blowing horns. This may be such a thing. And Garrett goes on to explain that if the tales are true, who knows if they are, but if the tales are true, that the person who blows this horn will find that they are assisted. Basically, creatures will come to their aid. However, when these creatures come to their aid, they will have been summoned from the deep places of the world, bones of creatures long since dead, things that have sunk to the bottom of the ocean that reassemble, things which have been caught in mine explosions and, whatever. They will pull themselves together, reassemble, and march to the aid of the person with the horn. However, when that happens, there is a risk that, number one, they will not honor the person who is holding the horn as their leader. That is to say, they'll show up and be like, you will also die, and then we'll attack that person too. And secondarily, that when their time is done, even if they do not do that, it's not a likely chance. They usually will serve the person who holds the horn. But when their time is done, when the horn's use is over, which is usually within about it usually is designed to last for about an hour of time, that when that hour is up, they may try to bring the bearer of the horn back with them. So it's risky. Mechanically, what this means is that you will summon a set creatures from the undead. The numbers and what kind of undead depends on where you are. Depends on the sort of location that you're in. But if, again, first of all, there's a chance when they see you that they will attack you too. And if they do not attack you and recognize you as you and your friends as their, commanders, they will do what they're supposed to do. But whatever of them survive, when the time is up, they will attempt to draw the holder of the horn back down with them to where they came from.
Right. Why do I always end up with the breaking case of emergency stuff?
Mm-hmm.
See, now we know what it does, and now you need to know how much it's worth because we shouldn't keep that.
I'm just thinking they have got that army. I mean,
Yeah, we've already got Bony Boys following Oceanus right now.
I mean, when I say
Oh,
we
yeah.
use it, we can only if things are going bad. Like, I mean, if it's a kill or
Hey,
cure situation.
I'm all for self-sacrifice as long as it's not me. So this is in your ballpark, brother.
Can Green cast Detect Evil and Good?
Oh, it's evil. I don't even, you do that for free. This thing is straight up evil. Now, it's not evil like it'll possess you, but if you're asking if this necromantic device pulling long dead bones together to serve you, absolutely evil. Yeah, I think
It's
Green,
not-
you could
yeah.
actually see that from a mile
It's just
off.
misunderstood.
Okay.
It's
when
hard
you-
raising
I
a
think-
family.
It's when you look at it and it starts playing Dark Souls music in the background.
We must destroy this horn in the fires of Mordor.
It's a whole side quest for next 3 years. You're going to go try to destroy it.
Where did I put that number for the Eagles?
Do we know roughly how far away Oceanus and the skeleton army are?
You're not 100% sure, but Oceanus said that he would try to assemble this army for when the final attack came. So that could mean anywhere like the coast of Saltmarsh to near the Sahuagin fortress. You're not 100% sure, Brian, because Oceanus wasn't sure.
But he's on the way. Like we know that much. He's definitely on the way.
He's on the way, yes, to the fortress, but will not obviously attack or anything
Yeah.
until the whole, assault happens.
Yeah, I just didn't want to leave the council and then Oceanus rocks up with a load of skeletons.
That's a good point, actually, because we've just said two different things. So, Arv, you said Oceanus is on his way to the fortress. He's not.
To the
He
fortress.
He should be on his way to Saltmarsh.
Oh, because
that's originally what we said we were going to do is to take because we didn't know where the fortress was. We didn't know anything about.
Oh,
the
that's
fortress
right.
before
That's
we
right.
Came here.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. That's right. Yes.
So he's coming here, and we got off the boat, and we were like, "Hey, just so you know, there's going to be, a load of skeletons that'll be under the water soon. Don't freak out."
Oh,
They're
that's
okay.
right. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes, I'm sorry. He is coming here. So
Yeah,
yes.
so
So
he's
then he
coming
should
here, but
be.
then we can
So he
relay
should
on.
be. Yeah. When he arrives, and you don't know if he's here yet, but when he arrives, he will be off the coast of Saltmarsh. Yeah, I forgot that's what you would have arranged. Yeah. So,
Do
yeah.
we want me to sending him a new location to start walking to? No, we want him at Saltmarsh.
I don't
I
think we
think
need. I don't think we need him at Saltmarsh, do we? We do. We probably do need. Well, I guess this is the question, isn't it? So the question for the council as well. Like, what's the actual plan? Like, are we the recon wave, and then there's going to be a frontal assault, or are we just going scouting out and coming back?
Yeah,
Nope.
do we have to come out again, or will you be following us in at some point?
So yeah, what they have told you basically is that the information that you gain in your reconnaissance will allow the allies to plan a proper attack, and the full assault is going to be launched anywhere from 7 to 10 days after the reconnaissance team returns. So assuming the mission succeeds in part, because the assumption is that they don't want to wait much longer because the assault from the Sahuagins could happen early too. I mean, that's the other thing. If you arrive there and it's like, oh crap, they're getting ready to attack in the next 3 hours, like that's a whole other, ball of wax. But everything they've been able to assume sort of based on, in quotes, intelligence and sort of watching and spying on the Sahuagin fortress is that they're not attacking yet, but they are assembling a great army. So the idea is for you to go there, do some reconnaissance, hopefully do some sabotage, get back and tell the council, and if this is all timed properly, they then leave about 7 to 10 days after that with their full assault force at that point.
Okay.
Because
So-
what I got written down is obviously we found out information at the council meeting that Oceanus wouldn't have been privy to. So I've got the Locathar, which is a fish creature.
Yep.
Told us that the Sahuagin stronghold is in the former lizard cave.
Yep.
And could potentially hold thousands. And I've also written down that Oceanus is 3 hours out with the skeletons. So according to my notes, he's on his way here. But I think that if we are able to contact him to say, maybe head towards the former lizard cave, that possibly would be better than him rocking up to Saltmarsh with an army of skeletons.
Quick question: can Sahugan breathe underwater?
Yes.
Yeah, let's not leave the skeletons anywhere near the fortress until we're ready to use them. Let's bring them to Saltmarsh, because the last thing we want is the Sahugan to go out of their waters and go, "The hell are these guys doing here?"
Yep.
That's fair.
And I just put up the Lokotha picture, by the way. That
I love the logo.
It's honestly one of my favorite. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Playable when?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I take pen and paper out of my backpack and hand it over to the lizard folks, and try to motivate them to draw us a blueprint of the stronghold. Because if it's theirs, they should know it, right?
Right. So what they provide you actually is a crude map of the location of the stronghold. However, the reason that they don't give you, let me see if I can bring us to. Yes, I found it. Huzzah! Okay, let me move everyone over there. Oops. No, that was a mistake. Never mind. I'm going here. Nobody panic. That's not actually where we're going to stay. Here we go. That's where I wanted everyone to go. Okay, so this here, right here, is Saltmarsh. Okay, and let me zoom down so chat can see it. Zoom out a little bit too. So this is where you are right now, which is Saltmarsh. The lizard folk lair, where you were before, is here. And according to what the two lizard folk tell you, this here is the Sahugan fortress. Now, the reason that is significant is that, of course, is not that far. It's in the it's like off the marsh, right? And it used to be the lizard folk fortress. What the two lizard folk tell you, though, Waves, is that the map they give you would not have any value now because these Sahugan have made drastic changes to their lair. They have not been able, the lizard folk, to gather information about what has been changed because several scouts that they sent did not come back. But the one scout that did come back with some information told them that at the very least, the bottom two levels have been submerged in water. So the Sahugan have literally submerged the bottom two levels in water. So the reason, and by the way, that's beyond what the Sahugan should have been able to do, unless they were aided by a certain massive sea creature, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so they don't really have a map for you other than where the entrance is. The internal stuff now is not of value. I mean, they could give you a map of what they had, but it's not going to look anything like what it does now, according to them.
Okay. So we're still in the council chamber at the moment. So this question's to anyone who can kind of answer it.
Just before you go on, sorry, Mike, before you go on, Pyron, just one more thing I wanted to say about that. Waves, having said that, though, if they will give you as much of a crude map as they can, there may have some spots on that first level especially that you might get value out of having it. Not like revealing parts of the map, but I might give you advantage on a check or two. So yeah.
Well, if we know how many levels this approximately has,
3.
I mean, there's a difference between
3
4 levels and 20.
Yeah, no.
So that's a little bit of information we can get, because they will not have build a new mountain on top of it.
Yeah, no, 3 levels for sure.
So 3 levels and 2 of them underwater is what we know so far.
Yes, the place where the fortress used to be has been somewhat submerged below the water now. And that's how they know that there was this massive change made.
And we know where the original entrance once was.
Yes, they can give you they can give you that. Yep.
And it only had one entrance at that time.
That's right.
When it was a lizard
that
fortress.
Is correct. They don't know whether others have been made, but yeah.
That's something.
Silvo, sorry, you were saying.
Do we know if they are expecting us in any way, shape, or form?
From everything they know, no. They don't think that anyone is being expected, but they do know that since they're mustering for an attack, everybody's kind of at high alert. They would guess, but not you specifically, no.
Has anyone been sent before us?
Other than a couple of lizard folk parties, no. The lizard folk parties went before.
Come back?
Yeah, they have not come back.
They have not come back.
The
Okay.
only one of them, but who just before he expired said that he found out that the bottom levels were submerged in water. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, they didn't survive. So yeah.
What are we doing about prisoners? Are we leaving them there? Are we trying to free them?
The council says that is up to your discretion.
Okay. So Silvo turns around to, I guess, the council in general, and is like, so, if I get this straight, you want us to go to a lizard folk stronghold that's been overrun by Sahugan as they're mustering a force. We need to find out what their numbers are, what their plan is if we can, how close they are to an attack, sabotage things if possible, and then report back so you can muster your forces, and then there can be a full frontal assault. Is that kind of the vibe
That's
I'm getting?
basically it. And in fact, I'll give you even the specific mission goals.
Hang on, there's one more thing.
Sure.
He's going to turn directly to Anders and go, for free?
Right. So, I'll come to that. Let me give you the mission goals, and then we'll talk about the for free part.
Go for it.
The mission goals are, so number 1, determine the strength of the Sahugan force, like how many warriors are there? Are there a lot of battle-ready troops? Is it kind of like, we got a lot of people, but they all sort of suck, and it's like Fisher Price, my first invading army, that type of thing. Right? So there's that. 2, locate any important areas within the fortress, like where are the warriors barracked and where are the officers kept and stuff like that. Is there any avoid this because it's the secret birthing chamber of elder gods, that type of thing, right? That's 2. 3rd, discover if there's any like significant defensive measures like traps, and they all kind of look at green meaningfully. No, I'm just kidding. Areas readied specially for defense, like things like that an attacking force would have to be careful about. And then the last one is when do they think they're going to attack? Like, basically, when do you, based on what it looks like, are they going to attack tomorrow, next week, next month? Like, what's the best guess of the party as to when this attack might come? So those are the basic 4 things. Now, as far as the for free part, when you say that, Anders sort of shakes his head and says, no, definitely not for free. And Anders Solmore, who is basically the de facto head of the council, for those of you who haven't watched us play before, Anders says, it has become increasingly clear to me that we cannot run things the way that we have before. There have been far too many rifts within this council, things which have delayed us for far too long. And he looks at you, Silvo, and the rest of you, and he says, if you are able to accomplish this for us, I would ask that you, if you are willing, join us as members of this council. Part of the reason for that would be to bring together the peoples of Kaoland and the coast. And he sort of waits, and then he says, and there would also be housing and free food and weapons, armor, clothing. And he starts you get the impression he's going to start listing off health benefits, things of this nature. And you can see at Silvo, as he's saying these things, you can see a lot of the council members are kind of grumbling and sort of rubbing the back of their neck and, all that sort of thing, necks respectively, but none of them say anything. Which, if you remember what it was like when these people were at each other's throats not that long ago, you can see that people are a little bit like, I don't freaking know. Like, we just need to, So basically what he's offering you is a position on the council, the salaries, funds, and monies and foods and all that commensurate with those things. So...
all of us?
They nod. He nods, and all the rest of them sort of begrudgingly or not
6 new
begrudgingly
council
nod.
members?
Yep. You may remember that a few of them are missing. There's one who's been arrested. There's one who didn't make it. The council's got problems. It's too small, and it needs more people. And what Anders says is it especially needs more people that have proven that they are outside the typical political structure.
Didn't Green accidentally thwart an assassination attempt at one point?
I was just about to get onto that.
Yeah.
Quick table talk moment. Sorry.
Sure.
For the sake of notes and obviously recapping for people. So there was something about someone had a vision of somebody we know in a red cloak.
Yeah, that was me.
Right.
Hang on a second. I'd have to go back through a lot of notes.
No, I think it's Scarron Wave Chaser we were talking about. Because Silvo, I've got notes of don't trust Scarron Wave Chaser,
Who is Anders Solmore's butler?
who is Anders Solmore's butler.
It's always the butler.
It's always the butler. Now, I also have a note of, is it the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah, sorry. Because I keep wanting to call them the Red Wizards, and then definitely.
Oh
not
yes,
the
it's not the Red
Wizards.
Wizards. It is the Scarlet
No.
Brotherhood. If
The
that's
Scarlet
that's
Brotherhood,
the
which are
Greyhawk
like
version.
Bad
Not-
dudes. Yeah.
Not great people. Yeah.
Yeah, not great people. Right. But Silvo knows.
You know the
that-
Zentarim, Mike, from Forgotten
Oh
Realms?
yeah.
Like that, but worse.
Oh, cool. Amazing. So, so if I'm getting my facts correct, and please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I'd need to then speak to Anders if this information is correct. We know that there is an organization called the Scarlet Brotherhood working somewhere in this situation, and we're not sure where. And one of us had a vision of Scarron Wave Chaser in a red robe. That all well? That all good? Okay. Can Silvo walk up quite close to Anders Solmar? Like how close is he? Is he
Sure. I mean,
walkable?
it's crowded. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
around and nearby, but there's a little space. Sure.
Okay, cool. He's going to make it look like he's leaning in to whisper something to him, but he's going to speak telepathically to him. And he's going to say, "Don't be alarmed. I'm just talking so you can hear me. I think we need to talk silently because whilst the place on the council sounds intriguing, I think one of your members is trying to kill you."
And so there's this sort of like pause, and then Anders sort of like, well, if there's nothing else, we all have preparations to make. And he kind of like seems to say to the room, is there nothing else publicly? Any other questions anyone has? And he kind of is like, how do I put this? He's clearly not looking at you like he's ignoring you. He's clearly like, time to clear the room is what it sounds like he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And he
I
sort of
wanted to
Silver does the same.
ask the council, have you found inner peace?
and there's
question.
dead silence, and like the council members all sort of like gradually do the turn to face the turtle. And
You see, I'm trying to find inner peace, so if becoming a council member brings you inner peace, then I will join. If not, I will just do what you ask and not then. If I have to become a council member, I don't want to, unless it comes with inner peace.
so there's a long pause, and then one of the people standing on the other side, who you don't think is a member of the council, just like a sort of a town dignitary, says, I'm not sure that anyone's ever thought of the council as having inner peace, but it would be nice if the council could do its job to create some outer peace once in a while. And kind of glares at some of the people of the council. And Anders sort of, well, this is, of course, the sort of thing we could discuss afterwards, because perhaps there might be a reward you would prefer instead. Perhaps. And it sort of like uncomfortably trails off as he's looking at you.
Yeah, Green goes back to cleaning.
Okay. Anyone else have questions before Silva deals with this thing? Okay. So the council members rise, and there's the, people walking past. You hear some people sort of like, good luck, and one of them, sort of pats, waves on the back, and sort of, we good luck. We're all counting on you. You can do it, and a bunch of that sort of thing.
Silver's just like shaking hands.
Yep,
and,
exactly. No,
tapping
they
people's shoulders. He's looking
100%.
very diplomatic all of a sudden.
Several
All
members
these
of
people are leaving the room far cleaner than when they entered it.
yeah, they all sort of don't understand why either. Like, oh,
It's a very clean room again.
But some of them are, a few of them, a couple of people that are co-workers of yours, Morthwheel, down at the docks, sort of go by and kind of nod. Several of them, having heard from you for about 50 years about your general dislike of politics, are sort of like, sort of like slightly chuckling as they walk past. And Silvo, no one comes towards you because you're standing next to Anders with this sort of like very intense look, so they don't seem to come towards you. Brian, you feel like as some of the people are walking out that you notice some people that probably a month and a half ago, had they heard the name Brian the Bloodthirsty, would have been like, execute that pirate, or, my God, the Scourge of the Seas. But instead, there's sort of a lot of nodding in your general direction, general respect. One individual, one human comes up to you and bows and says, it's an honor, and then walks out of the room. And Green, one person, a halfling, is one of the last to leave. And the halfling sort of looks at you and almost looks vaguely shy and says, well, some members of one of the guild that I work for, they took up a collection, and it looks like very uncomfortable. And then pulling out from behind her, she says, we heard about you, and we saw what you did to the village, how clean it was. So, my brother's, he's got some magic in him, and anyway, and they hand you what looks like a stick. Like it literally just looks like a stick, and says, right, and then puts their head down, hurries out of the room, but just before they leave, they turn and they say, if you say, now remind me what languages you speak again, Green?
Aquan, Celestial, Common, and Primordial.
Celestial, I would say. If you say this word, and the word is cleanest in Celestial, something good might happen, and then turns around and leaves. So if you want, you could do that. It won't. I promise it won't use up any magic or anything. If you wanted to give that a shot, Green.
Cleanest
in Celestial.
Yeah.
It unfolds into a sparkling broom, and as you put it on the ground, the broom literally stands on its own, sweeps around you, and then slightly leans over into your hand, settling in as if it has been made for you, crafted in the forges of broomdom for your specific hand and use. It's the greatest broom of all time.
It's the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah, but this one won't go rogue.
Green has just found inner peace.
If you say cleanest again, it'll refold into portable position. It is a spectacularly effective cleaning device. Spectacular, however, does not mean miraculous in the sense that if you're like, clean out the Sahugid fortress, like it's not going to do that, all right? But it will clean, and it sort of is like I'm trying to think of what a good example would be. Like it's more powerful than prestidigitation in terms of actual cleaning. So yeah.
Green's just crying. He's just no, he's never had anything like this. He just needs a moment, everyone.
Mm-hmm. No, Green does not transform into a maid, little Roy Sarasa. The whole point you don't have to be a maid. You don't have to be that. Thank you for the Prime sub, Zatuar. 102 months. My goodness. Thank you, Zatuar.
Let's not comment on what Green does in his private time, okay?
Okay. Oh, man. Anyway, but that leaves otherwise just all of the five of you and Silvo. Silvo, when you were there, Anders goes over to the door and he closes it, locks it. He turns around, and when he turns back to you, he's kind of got an angry look on his face, and he says, "What are you talking about?"
Right.
Now, of course, none of the rest of you have heard any of the first parts. They don't know. I assume you don't. Any of you know what they're talking
I
about.
assume we're sort of like round a sort of central table-ish area within
which is
like
now
the
empty,
line
the
of sight
council
of each
table.
other.
Yep.
So, yeah, cool. So I was like, I turned to the others and I said, I basically let him know that I have suspicions that someone on his council is trying to kill him. Bear with me on this. There's a line of inquiry, right? So let's cast our mind back. A little while ago, we visited you about your mother's grave. Fair enough, probably shouldn't have used that as a reason to get you out of the house. However, you were feeling quite under the weather. My friend here, Green, cast a spell on you to cure curses and diseases, and it cured something in you. Now, we don't know. You suddenly felt better, right? We don't know what that was. I have the sneaking suspicion someone's trying to do you in. Second of all, one of my other colleagues, points over to Brian, had a vision that one of your using this orb, and he takes out his little scrying orb, this very reputable scrying orb that so far has a 100% success rate, and I really don't like that one of your assistants, a Mr. Wave Chaser, was wearing a very distinctive red robe, and we've since learned that there is an organization called the Scarlet Brotherhood who is working within the shadows somewhere in this entire opera of things and creatures and deities. And I got to admit, it's getting real hard to shake the feeling that he wants you done in.
So Anders kind of looks at you and says, Scarin? But Scarin has been a loyal servant since my father's time. But why would he... Look, there are factional differences within this town. You already know this, having seen it yourself. The traditionalists, the loyalists, certainly, but the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Yeah, but none of those are allied with ancient deities that are trying to end the world. And the Scarlet Brotherhood might be pulling some strings that might be trying to make that happen.
The Scarlet Brotherhood, though, are mostly bandits, thieves, mercenaries. Why would they want to ally with some greater demon from the deep?
Power, money, land, take your pick.
He rubs his chin. He says,
Listen, I'm not going to say, you don't need to take my word for it. What we can do, I have ways of knowing what people are thinking, right? If you allow me to, and we want to show our hand at this point, you can either do an investigation on yourself and do with this information what you will, but please be careful, or I can take a little swim through his brain and we'll see what we can find out.
His eyebrows raise when you say a little swim through his brain.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure the logistics of it, but as far as I'm aware, I think you'll remember a little while ago when we came in, I had a weird, funny turn and started talking to people about things they hadn't said. Yeah, turns out I can read minds, but only in very certain circumstances.
He kind of sighs and regards you. Hi, Nonstop. Sighs and regards you and kind of rubs his chin again and says, for a long time, the assumption in the council has been that I was too callow, too young, too undisciplined to have any true control. I only had my position because of the legacy of my father. And Scarin was supposed to be my handler. Except anybody who knows me knows that that's not the case. Scarin has never tried to restrict me, never tried to limit me. If anything, Scarin has encouraged me to expand my ambitions. And then he trails off. He goes, I will need to do an investigation into this matter myself. If what you're saying is true, then it means we have 3 factions here. The Traditionalists, the Loyalists, and the Scarlet Brotherhood. But I can tell you that unless I very much miss my guess, the Scarlet Brotherhood, which has always and ever been about profit, has no interest in being destroyed or having the entire economic systems of Caeland and beyond destroyed. If anything, they may try to back you just until this threat is passed.
Could be. I hope they're not connected with the total destruction of this part of the world, but largely the more shadowy corporations and groups and factions that seem to be involved, the more this creature from the depths of God knows where seems to have its tentacles hooked into them somewhere.
He nods slowly and he says, let me ask you this. Let's say that you're successful. Let's say that you return. let's say that the assault on the fortress is also successful. If that happens, how quickly would you be willing to join this council? When I made that offer in front of the others, I did it, not just because it would show a new vision. I did it because you are clearly people that can be trusted and are not amenable to any of those three factions on their own. And he goes on to say that he would not force anyone to go to become part of it. However, like sort of to your point, Silvo, he could use some backing if that's true.
I mean, I'd join right away. I'll be honest. Councilman Silver has a very nice ring to it.
He looks at the rest of you. He sees you and sort of nods sagely, waves. I understand. And he looks at Morthwheel. Morthwheel, you've made clear to me and to others that you don't particularly care for this sort of thing, but it's precisely people that don't care for this sort of thing that we need doing this sort of thing. I don't want people that want to do this, if you see what I mean. I want people who feel like they have a duty and not an ambition.
It's a sound argument, and I really wish it wasn't. I'll need to think about it, though. I need to feel like I could actually make a difference and not just be butting my head in chambers all day.
He nods. He says, I would agree there. And he looks at Brian.
Sorry, River was faffing.
He says, that's quite all right. I'm just kidding.
I also need to give it some thought. I haven't been this landlocked for a long time, so...
We could use a council member who is sea-driven, one who would be capable of traveling afar and would have the full authority of the council, and then sort of says, to engage in, alternative methods of inventory management. Sort of looks around.
I will give it some thought.
He nods and he says, and you, Green, he turns to you and he says, your inner peace you asked for. I can think of no one better suited to bring inner... It's like, you and your broom would be most welcome at the council. The Excalibur.
I look at Green and say,
impressive.
The Excalibur of brooms.
It's a very nice broom.
Green looks at Silvo and remembers Silvo very coldly murdering, just, there's like, if Silvo is joining the council will need like some counterbalancing piece for like his murderous intent. And so he just doesn't say anything out loud, but he just looks very long and deep at Silvo and then looks back. There's like, I will join.
And so Anders nods and he says, I will take that as a great weight off my mind. In that case, and he turns back to Silvo, he says, then I must ask you, and indeed all of you, if there's anything that you discover while in the fortress that is demonstrative of the Scarlet Brotherhood's intentions here, even though I think it's more likely they would unify to avoid the threat, then take advantage of whatever aftermath is left, than actually try to destroy this place. But perhaps I'm wrong. If you find anything, then please bring it directly to me. And he says, and also, there is, and he kind of like shrugs a little bit, there's one other thing. And he goes over to the window and of the top floor of the council chamber. And if you go over with him, he opens the shutters and he points out. And right over here, so over on this side, which is actually the eastern side because they've decided to put north to the left, which is annoying, but anyway, sailing up the coast is a very fast-moving and impressive-looking ship. And he says, "That is a ship that I have commissioned for your use in this matter. It will bring you directly, assuming you pilot it correctly, that is, it will bring you directly to where the lizard folks say the Sahuagin fortress can be found. In the process, if you discover that it is some value, I would also gift you this ship, although the council has not quite given me authority for that." Waves.
The ship is ours!
Yeah, I was going to say that. Waves. Not only everything else, but this is super important. The ship is called the Sea Falcon, and as you look at the front of it, it's got this sort of beak and wings floating back, and the front of it looks less like a falcon and more like a kenku with wings extended.
Yeah, falcons get just have such a good marketing department. You just cannot.
The branding. It's the branding.
It's the branding, yes.
You get the impression you could rename it if you want to the Sea Kenku.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of bad luck?
No.
You're saying we don't need to be cursed before we start.
Well,
It
that's
does
it.
look badass, Waves, though.
Every ship we've not
Yeah.
renamed, we've lost. Okay.
At least 2 survived, though. I think we just had to leave 1 behind.
Yeah, exactly. So,
How many council members are there currently, like excluding us if we join?
Official ones, 4. And
Okay.
there's
So
not
if
a
we
lot.
join, we'll have a majority to be able to give ourselves this boat.
Exactly. And you begin to wonder a little bit, Green, whether or not it occurs to all of you that, remember, you have not had a chance to talk much to Anders on his own. He looks a lot more, now it's not like he acted like a buffoon before, but he was always acted a lot more just sort of like, let me kind of go with he seems a lot more politically with it here in private than you would have given him credit for elsewhere. Maybe no accident he's suggesting that you all join the council and that you're working directly in a way with and for him.
Well, that would guarantee we could get some stuff done.
yeah. I mean, the ship is lovely. Don't get me wrong. And
Oh, it's a very nice ship.
It's a very nice ship. It's a lovely ship. Love what you've done with the ship. We're going into quite a dangerous situation. Is there any other assistance or things you could offer us to maybe help out in this recon? Maybe a cloak of invulnerability or some glasses that let us see through rocks? Anything?
He says,
What am I, chopped liver?
he says you have
Wait,
your
you can
own,
make glasses that see through rocks?
Hey, I haven't tried.
you have your own
you-
spectacular artificer.
Yeah,
Actually,
he's rummaging
you-
through his bag already, like looking
Actually,
for.
you, you say that. You say that as Silvo just nudges you and just goes, "Shh, free stuff, man."
I've already got a 3D printer. I can do all this. No, he says, I wish that I had more of our own magical supplies, but we have very few. He said, but I did anticipate this possibility, and I, in fact, was going to give you some of these anyway. And he goes to a sort of cabinet on the side of the room, and he unlocks it with a key, small key, which he has around his neck. And he pulls forth 5 potions. Well, they're vials of liquid, but you're pretty sure they're potions. They're definitely not mead. And he puts them up on the table, and he says, each one of these is a potion of extra healing. And perhaps most valuable, if for some reason you must take these while underwater, they will not give you water breathing, but they can be consumed while underwater. You will not be restricted in their use. I wish I could do more, but that's all that I have. So each of you have a potion of extra healing, which can be used underwater freely. The potion of extra healing typically has, I believe it is 2 doses, and each dose, let me just look this up quickly, of a potion of extra healing. Yeah, no, not the Baldur's Gate version. It's a whole different thing. Okay.
Well, to be fair, it depends which one is better.
There we go.
I'll take whichever rule benefits us both.
It is 2. There are 2 doses, each one of which will restore 2d4 plus 2. So each dose will restore. And you could theoretically take 2 doses at once for 4d4 plus 4. But the point is you could split it if you want into 2d4 plus 2 and 2d4 plus 2. That's the most you can split it. You can't go like 1d3 plus, well, I don't know what the hell. It's just either 4d4 plus 4 or 2 doses of 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. That's definitely going to help us out. Silver looks to the rest of the team.
Oh no, I'm just updating the ledger.
I see Waves waving around.
Yeah, so I am taking out my oil lamp, putting it on the table. There's got to be some cup or something around here. Mime pouring it over the oil lamp. Put the oil lamp out and put a hand over my eyes and fall over. And I hope somebody gets it.
So you're worried about not being able to see in underwater? Silvo just glances over at Anders. He's like, "Turns out I speak Enku."
So Anders
You should bloody hope
nods.
so after all this time.
Yeah,
Anders
it's been a while.
nods, but looks a little like, I assume, well, even the Sahuagin cannot see entirely under dark waters. They presumably have a way to keep the bottom levels lit.
That's good information to know, and
But I
something
don't know
personally didn't
enough of it to be honest. I have not myself been in a Sahuagin fortress, which he does not seem to be saying sarcastically. He's just sort of like, yeah, I really don't know. I've never seen them in concert. So he doesn't seem to have anything specific to help with that though. Waves.
Green
But maybe-
casts light on his new stick.
Yeah. I mean, I could do that. Now it's a lit
Yeah.
broom.
There you go. We'll find ways. We'll definitely find ways. I mean, at least 1 or 2 of us can see in the dark anyway, so we'll be able to.
Wouldn't be the first to
find-
say it.
Yeah,
No,
I just had a
got
little
the
note that the whole who can see or who can't was a little bit complicated the last few times. So
It can be sometimes, yeah.
But if what Anders says is true, and the Sahuagin can't see in totally dark water, that means they need a way of lighting the underground parts of those. Maybe some sort of glowy rock, maybe some sort of magic. We'll
I
figure
want a
something
glowy
out.
rock.
I can
Yeah,
make
I want a
glowy
glowy
rocks.
rock.
He can make
Yes,
glowy rock.
please. I
Promise.
want glowy rocks.
I promise this time not to fall into a pit of acid while I'm holding our only lantern.
Someone just pats Green on the shell and just goes, let's not rush into promises we might not be able to keep at this point.
Wow.
No, I promise.
I like that it's not that's okay. It's just like, you might though. Like you might actually
we
fall.
don't know what's in there. We don't want to say any of us aren't going to encounter something. Do you know what I mean? And statistically, I think Green has the most, encounters with trapped objects at this point.
Encounters.
He just looks at all like the scrapes and gashes on Green's shell, like slightly melted corner.
He
It's like, yeah.
Anders says to you all that one last thing I should make sure you're clear upon, and that is you are, in my view, an elite crew, team, if you will, that can bring back the information we need. You may need to fight some of the Sahuagin, but I would recommend that whatever you do, it must be done as quietly and quickly as possible. If you're overwhelmed by the Sahuagin, you will doom not only yourself, but this entire mission. If they get wind that someone is trying to scout out their defenses, undoubtedly they would launch their assault much earlier than we'll be ready to repel it, and there'll be nothing to save the coast, either Saltmarsh or anything north or south of us again. So, and he kind of says, I would ask you to use discretion.
Discretion is our middle name.
He nods slowly.
I always wondered what my middle name was.
It's definitely discretion.
Green discretion.
Green discretion,
Green
the turtle.
discretion.
You don't even know me.
That's a new one. Okay. Anything else for Anders?
Not from me, no. Does anybody else want to ask him anything? Okay.
I think I'm good.
One thing I will say to him is, so we will go, we will investigate, we'll report back. I think we're all fine with that. Whether or not we, all of us, some of us, none of us, whatever, join the council, we can revisit that. Just in the meantime, please keep an eye on Wave Chaser and don't do anything stupid like eat weird smelling food or let him cast any spells on you or anything like that. Just keep yourself as safe as possible, okay? Because honestly, a lot of this is down to you being able to rally people together. And it is the legacy of you and your family that have brought a lot of people in this town together. And you are actually, I'll be honest, seen as one of the good ones. You're young enough to be liked by the young people, but you've got legacy enough to be liked by the old ones. So don't go dying while we're away. That's all I'm asking.
And he gives sort of a wry smile, and he says, "To listen to some members of the council, it might have been better if I had been dead. I seem to be continually disappointing them. I'll do what I can to stay alive this time, too." And then, almost as if he were taking off or putting on a mask, he says, "Well, I suppose you should be off then. Should talk to some of the others." And kind of, as he turns, sort of looks back at you and nods, and then is back to the slightly hunched, slightly uncertain form of the Anders that you've been more familiar with as he departs the
Right.
room.
Yes, absolutely. We've got bases to scout and apocalypses to stop. And he just sort of walks off to the rest of the group.
So I will say to everybody, by the way, that a long rest is definite. You can absolutely do that. The boat, the Sea Kenku, if that's what you're now calling it, is available for you. It can be either sailed or can be rowed, and there are a couple of oarsmen, basically four of them, that have been sort of applied directly for this purpose. They will row you up to the location if you're amenable to this, and then will sort of, move back and away so that they're out of like direct line of fire type of thing, but will be available for when you return. They do warn you just before, and I'm not making anyone get on the boat yet, but they do warn you to be ready, the lizard folk do, to be ready for anything, because as I said, originally the area was above ground, and some great magic has been used to sink much of the fortress below the surface of the water. That's like pretty powerful magic, whatever it's from. So just, use caution, because the old place has changed, as the word goes.
Last time we went there, we encountered a massive crocodile.
True.
That's
if you went into that's true. What if you went into the marsh? That's true. That's true.
Let's not go in the marsh again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I guess the party, if you wanted, you could all do a land entry, but then you got to go through the marshes, and I don't know if you feel like encountering crocodiles forever. But otherwise, it seems like the sea seems faster. But regardless, it's your decision as to how you want to approach. I'll fire up that map again, and then you can let me know if there's any spot you want to be there.
Not logistical question, an inventory management question, I should say.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
What were the shops like in oh God, I forgot. Saltmarsh, there we go.
In this place
think,
known
man,
as
think.
Saltmarsh.
It's the name of the game. Because Silvo has some gold, and I've also got quite a lot of weird little bags of gemstones that I keep picking up and not asking you about. But I have noted down where I've got them from.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know if we wanted to just head off straight head off now. Do you know, this is like I don't know if this is the save the game before the end of the game scenario, or if it's we'll definitely come back and we'll get time to do shopping after the scouting bit. But I want to know what's the general vibe of people.
I'm going to need a few hours to whip up some things I think might be helpful at the fortress.
Mm-hmm.
I'd quite like to go to the shops as well.
Excellent. I'm feeling a shopping spree coming on. Yeah, we're all nodding our heads. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah,
Green, anything from yourself?
I agree.
I think I have a lot of expensive gemstones that
We all do.
I'm not sure anyone in
Yeah.
Saltmarsh can afford to purchase from me.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, everyone knows the Skyrim merchant problem, right?
Bloody adventurers coming here, crippling the economy with their gold and their wares.
Why
and
don't you
their
have any
gems.
money? I don't know. I bought a bunch of gems for adventurers.
Maybe we could pay off the rest of that sack of creatures. Yes, the great bag of tricks. We still have 375 gold to pay on that.
Oh my days.
That's true. So what I'll say about that, by the way, is that, yes, so you are, first of all, you can buy any sort of basic items. And also, I will throw a couple of magical items your way that may potentially be available to you once I figure out these gems. And again, you may or may not have the cost to pay for it, but we'll see. So let me go through this one by one because I'm going to have to do a little bit of guesstimating because I remember some of them, but the gems have come from different places. So, Pyron, do you have any, sorry, I beg your pardon, Waves, do you have any gems that you would want to sell? Do you have any vague recollection of where you got them by chance?
I don't think I picked any of them up. I don't think I took something.
Any gems? Okay, you may not have. I don't know.
I think I didn't take any gems. At least I don't have any notes of taking any gems.
Okay.
And
so,
if I don't remember taking any gems, if nobody else remembers me taking any gems, I don't think I took gems.
You received at least one gem as a reward from Anders Solmar for a quest because he gave us all a large red gem.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the monastery thing where we were last time.
that is a 100 gold piece worth gem.
Okay.
So I've got 100 gold piece. Okay.
The Anders Solmar one.
Yes, the Anderson model.
Lovely, thank you.
Okay.
So can I just
and
mark
I
100
have
gold off that sack then, Arv?
Yes, and I'm trying to remember how much that we called that sack.
I had 375 gold left to pay that has not changed since the last time I made a payment.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'd like to see if I could maybe get the chunks of refined jade through, like artificer connections. Maybe I can know someone in the area who might actually find value for that. Tradesman, craftsman, perhaps. Stuffed a bunch of chunks of jade into the bag of holding after we dealt with the vampire jade statue.
Yeah, that one. So what I'm going to say, Morthwill, is that's going to take longer. Because to refine it, you'd need to bring it to a city. Like Saltmarsh probably does not have the capacity for that. Like the capital of Kaeland, or in our, after our next campaign, maybe the sub-campaign, the trip to Kaeland, Jade January, the trip to Kaeland or something.
Great shopping trip.
I was going to say, but probably that you're probably not going to have time to do in the sort of like time that's available to you if you're going to be trying to leave within a day or so ish. I'm afraid.
Forget that then, thanks.
But don't lose the jade because it is usable, but just not at the moment. You don't think you're going to have it available to you.
Bag of holding. Well,
that's true.
Just leave it there.
That's true. So Waves, you've got. So how much gold are you working with, Waves? Then, if accounting that 100 gold from the gem.
191.
Okay. So all right. So 191. Morthwill, how much are you? What gemstones do you have besides the one? So just take that one gem off the list from Saltmarsh and just add 100 to your total, and then let me know what you've got for gemstones. And if you happen to know roughly where, that would be lovely. But
that's the only note I've got about me grabbing a gemstone, because I think a lot of the time it was probably Silvo.
I'm waiting to get to Silvo. I have 35 gems.
They're going in the bag of holding.
I'll go
Silvo's grabbed them.
I've got a fair bit, so don't worry about it. We'll go through that in a minute.
Okay. So I'll come to you last, maybe. Brian, what gems do you have, if any, besides the 100 gold piece one?
Yeah. Well, I think the 100 gold piece one is the only one I have. I've got no notes of picking up additional gems, which takes my gold to 177.
Okay. I just can't wait to get to Silver's like, I have 10,000 gold.
$1 million.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I wonder who the bank is here. Okay. So we've got that. Okay, and then Green.
I learned from Celsic, what can I say?
That's right. Besides the 100 gold gem that we just mentioned, so maybe just make that 100 gold in addition to your total to make it easier. Do you have any?
I don't think I have that one.
Oh, you didn't get that gem?
Was I in the party at that time?
Andrews gave that to you for the Abbey, right?
I think no, that was for something else. Because give me 2 seconds. I've been quite specific.
I think it was for the mine.
Oh, that would have been.
That was for the mine. Yeah.
Yeah. But In terms of the Abbey, I'm
Okay.
very interested to
All the
hear what
ship.
Silvo has, because I thought that I had been collecting all of the gems from the treasure room in the Abbey, because I've got them down in, but I'd put them, because I'm using D&D Beyond, I just put them down as a single diamond worth 5,000 gold as a shortcut for having 5,000 gold worth of gems. But was it Silver that picked those up?
Well, no, you got there was a number of things I picked up from the Abbey. There was the treasure hoard, but before we divvied up the treasure hoard, you said if there's a diamond there, I'm going to take the diamond for a spell component. So you took the diamond first, and then we split the rest.
Treasure hoard, I've got listed as we got 480 gold and 1,200 silver from that. 1 second.
That was collectively, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Yep, that would have been collective.
Yeah.
And if you want to work this out, I think it's what is it, 5 silver to 1 gold? I think, or is it 10 silver to 1 gold?
I want to say 10.
I think it's 10 actually. Yeah. So it'll be 120 gold is what that would work out to, combined with whatever you just said. So 120 and then 400. So or something 450. You said, Saber. So
480.
480 plus 120. So yeah, 600 gold. So 600 gold among the group of you, and then the diamond. Now, Green, you were saving that diamond also because of that's a component for the sort of resurrection, revivify type of spells, right? Although I don't know if you have access to that yet. Any of the raise dead spells. I happen to know this because my Eberron thing last night, they're level 17, so they were like, we're running out of diamonds to resurrect people.
Yeah, no, I have
so-
Revivify, but that only costs 300.
300 gold.
Gold.
Okay.
I can't remember. I thought that I had it was like not just like a single diamond of that worth, but it was the overall. But I really honestly don't remember. I just had.
No, I think you're in that
gems.
split. You're definitely in that split. But before we split the big hoard that we found, you took the diamond out, but then we all split the rest, as in including you. So whatever that 400 and something gold. What was it again? Sorry.
600 gold if you combine the
yeah.
gold plus silver.
Now,
Well, we may as well.
Was Oceanus with us when we got that?
Yeah, I think he was. Yes.
So that's between 6 of us.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to work out if I have 1 diamond or if it was a collection of diamonds that I put in my
I don't know.
inventory as 1 diamond.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what I'm
see a
trying to work
collection of diamonds, but I do see that I did find the 480 gold and the 1,200 silver. And another, I think this may be partly we were talking about. I don't know about the 5,000, but there's also another 1,000 gold in gems and jewelry that was found in the urns as a part of that treasure room. So, and I would just for sort of efficiency's sake combine that together to say that you're dealing with then 1,600 gold for the party from that treasure hoard,
Cool.
which then would be split among the however you all want to split it up. So if you want, I don't know if you want to like do the classic gold box game, pool all of your gold just to see what you've all got. Like
One thing I will do then is I will pay off another 100. Just I've got 133 gold on me, and I'm just going to spend that now since we're about to divide up some loot. So I'm just going to whack off another 100 from the bag.
Okay, which gives you
So
just
175. Yeah, it should be 175 left to pay now.
okay.
So just for clarity, the treasure hoard from the Abbey, excluding diamonds, was about 266 gold each.
Is that would work out too? Yeah, 1,000 gold in gems and
about-
jewelry plus 600 gold.
600 gold,
Yeah.
yeah. If we just sort of like stuck everything in a big pile and then split it, it would be about 266 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Once we've stopped giggling.
266.6666666. Yeah, once we stop rolling around in it.
So 266 added to my 177.
Oh, also, did we talk about the other item that was found in that group? So, because this is in the bags and the chests and urns, there was one other item that we found. Did we talk about the armor?
Yeah, that was I am. I'm wearing the mithril armor,
Mithril armor. Yep.
Mithril.
Mithril.
which takes my AC up to 18 because it was 16 before.
And it's nice and light too. Hi, Frankish.
Right, so I've
Okay,
added the
so
treasure from the
I'm
abbey.
now working with, hang on a second, 443 gold.
All right. So if everyone's figured out how much gold they have, I am ready to lay some magic item possibilities on you.
Oh no, I haven't gone through any of my gems yet.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Sorry.
All
Oh,
right.
Celsing, little halfling.
I haven't even started.
All right. That was just covering green. Okay.
Yeah.
And finishing up green stuff. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So green, now that we've cleared, they're just making sure, is that basically what we have now for you, money-wise? Like once we figured this out, does that sound about right-ish?
Yeah, and I think that the value is just what D&D Beyond gives to a diamond.
Okay.
And wasn't anything that I'd entered in, so we're all good.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, I don't think I had 5,000 because from what it was there. Okay. So, Silvo.
Are you ready?
I don't know that I am. How many
Okay,
gems
so-
we got?
So let's talk about something else as well. I'd like to get. I picked up from the Abbey 4 fancy bottles of possible potions from underneath somebody's pillow that I immediately just stuffed in a pocket. Don't know what they are. Would like to try and get them identified if I can.
4 fancy potions from out inside under someone's pillow, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I can probably tell you the room if we look at the map.
Is it from what you can tell me is it from the
Not the deep dungeon. It's like just the first level of the Abbey where
yes,
we...
okay.
Yeah. If it's like up and right a bit or up and left a bit, it's one of those 2 rooms from the stairs.
Okay. I think,
Up and left, not up and right. That was the statues.
was it next to the statue room? Do you know?
It wasn't next to it was to the left of the statue rooms.
Left of the
So I
statue.
think there was 4 rooms.
Yes.
And the ones on the right were the statue room and another one, and the ones on the left were someone's bedroom. I think it was not Sambalat.
I found it. I found it.
What was his name?
Those
the bad
are.
guy.
I found it. Osmandius. And I found
Ozymandias,
it.
thank you.
I found it.
Cool.
Yes, those are 4 regular potions of healing. They're in these
Lovely.
fancy crystal decanters. So that's another potion of healing. Now, I do want to warn everyone. Those are crystal decanters, also known as these are not super portable. Now, if you put them in the bag of holding, that probably works okay to keep them safe. If you're just putting them in your bag, obviously I don't put a whole lot of emphasis because no one wants to do that on encumbrance and all that stuff. I am probably going to put a little bit of effort on if you're swimming and throwing yourself against walls, a quote fancy crystal decanter is not going to be great for holding that in place. Okay.
Yeah, I just quickly.
There's a reason we
so
don't
there's-
make ships out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's 4 of these, right? I'm just going to put
4.
them very, very carefully into the bag of holding, as long as Morthwheel thinks there's a nice little pocket dimension space for cushioned.
And they're
pocket
regular
dimension
potions,
space.
not extra healing. Those are just regular
potions. So
Yep.
4 regular potions of healing. Very good, very good. Right, okay. So we've done the treasure from the Abbey. We've done the 4 fancy bottles. I got a small green gemstone from the Saltmarsh mine.
Ah, yes. Okay, that is an emerald, 25 gold.
Lovely, thank you. 25 gold. 25 gold, thank you.
It's true
Right.
saber.
Tick, done. I don't know what this word is. A chancedony? A chalcedony? A large, I'm going to...
Chalcedony.
Chalcedony, thank you. I'm going to put it in our chat. Chalcedony?
I've always pronounced it Chalcedony, but
Chalcedony. A big rock. A big,
I've
possibly
only ever seen it
expensive
written.
rock. It's a type of crystalline quartz known for its waxy luster and translucent to
Oh
opaque
god, that's why I know I've
appearance.
played too much Dwarf Fortress.
I
That's where I
found
know
it.
it from.
I found it. 50 gold, sir.
50 gold. Thank you so much. Let's get back to my sheet.
Chat thought I would be bamboozled by the Chalcedony, but no.
Don't you love that I
Convictions.
note down what I've got and exactly what dungeon I picked them up from?
I appreciate that very much because we've been playing for a while. Also, hi Prince Justin, good to see you.
Cool. Speaking of which, back in time a little bit. On the ghost ship, I found a quote bag of gems, and I never actually opened them.
You open to find that they're gone mysteriously.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
They are shells.
Okay. Let's see. A small bag of gems. All right. Hang on one second. I found that. Ha ha! I'm still
Excellent.
not. This is a good one too, Silvo. Inside this one, this was in the captain's corners where you found the captain's log.
Yep.
It is a small sack that has 10 small red rubies, 100 gold each, 1,000 gold total.
Okay.
So
just gonna
far,
write that down.
I believe the economy of Saltmarsh can sustain all of
Oh,
this.
it's
If we start
crippled.
getting to the
I'm so-
5,000 gold piece things, that's a big old no. That's like the Jade situation. Like that,
Yeah.
we don't have the ability to do.
Okay, bag of gems, tick. Right, so I've got some stuff. The rest of it is from Thousand Teeth's lair. I got 3 silvery gemstones and 2 small red gemstones.
Ooh. This is
I've been
really-
picking up crap for a while.
No,
I'm
I
sorry,
can see that. It looks like the H
I'm
is silent.
very impressed with the diligentness of the looting here. Very impressed.
Oh, I just couldn't help myself. I was like, what would Zelsig do? Fucking steal everything.
Okay, so what is it? What is it that you said it was?
Sorry, 2 small red gemstones.
Yes,
and
those are.
3
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
Those are, I believe. I can't find the. They're not rubies. They're Christ, what the hell is that called? Anyway, they're 15 gold each. Is
15
what they
gold
are.
each. Cool, excellent.
Garnets.
So that is
Garnets, thank you.
garnets.
Thank you.
There you go.
It's the only one I know that's similar.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And 2 silvery gemstones.
Yes, those are, I think, 20 gold each, I believe.
20 gold each.
Yep.
So that's 60 gold. Where is my 6? There it is.
Right click sell, right click sell.
Yep.
Ching,
Sell all
ching,
junk.
ching.
Ching, 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 ching.
And that's it because you told me what the red ruby was from Anders Sommer. So
Yep.
let me just, I will
Grand
talk to
total of?
myself. I'm going to total up.
How much does Silvo owe to the?
I think Silver now
snakes
owns
in-
Saltmarsh.
Screw, I was going to say, screw the Viper Sisters. If I'm a council member, I'm just going to have them assassinated.
I didn't hear that.
No, absolutely not.
Neither the Viper sisters.
No.
They slither away. God damn it. Okay. All right. So once you've figured out your gold amounts, I am going to make. This should be a little bit fun, chat. I'm gonna have them do a couple of rolls.
I'm still counting, sorry.
I mean, I can pay off the sack now, but I want to see what else is
Okay.
on offer.
So Silvo's current total is 1,583 gold pieces.
Okay, if you can maybe make a note of that, but if you combine that with everyone else's gold, if you are all doing that, I'm curious what that all brings you all to.
Okay, what are we all on?
I've got 299.
191.
191 was that?
I've got 135 silver. Let me just convert that over to 30.
Al Madden and
more
I
gold.
talked about the same thing. Yeah.
Does that not include Pi adding the collective gold?
No, I've not added the collective gold.
Okay, what was the collective gold again? 266.
Yes.
Yeah, plus 266. Cool, got that.
Yeah. 312 now I've converted my silver up.
312 in total.
Yeah, in total, that's...
What was your first total, sorry?
Oh, 299.
Was 299, 312. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's everything in my pockets, that.
Yep, lovely.
So plus
Brian?
266, I'm at 457.
Cool.
Including the 266, I'm at 443.
Plus 443. Yep.
And including that money, but excluding the diamond that I would need for Revivify, I'm at 320.
320. So a total of 3,115 gold
Nice. Let's go.
as a pool.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, your first
Can we
item is
buy- can we buy our own-
3,114.
Yeah. How much is a
How much does
kilo?
a ship cost?
Hold
How
up,
much does a
hold
ship
up.
cost? Ship.
Yeah. I
God,
mean,
ship.
okay.
Yes, but I don't want his ship. I want a ship for myself. I don't want to owe anything to anybody.
You're not going to owe anything to anybody. I'll be on the council. I'll make sure you get a ship. If you're lucky, we'll make sure you get 2 and call you Admiral Kenku.
Corruption. Excuse me.
I didn't hear that.
Okay, let's see. I am looking to see what the ships would be. Let's see.
We can't know now. It's been brought up. How much is a ship?
Yeah, how much is a ship?
Okay. So
Yeah, we're just browsing.
How much?
We're not
yeah,
here
we're
to
just
take your ship
browsing.
home with us.
We're just browsing. Don't worry about it. But if a used ship salesman comes up to us at any point,
I'm going to Google this now.
no, I'm already on it. I'm already looking.
With a plaid coat and a hat.
yeah.
I am already looking.
So
I
looking
want
for a
some
ship, are
shirts.
we? Talk to me.
No, it does not have that. Look at this other thing. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay. Okay, gives me animals, gives me items, vehicles. All right, here we go. A
Could buy a
rowboat,
horse.
50 gold pieces. Okay,
Nice.
that's a rowboat. A keel boat is 3,000
What is that?
gold. A keel boat is like a. Let me see if I can find a.
Aren't they like a shallow
it's basically
water?
a river working boat. It's like a like they call it like a medium sailing yacht, and yacht is not like massive, rich like. Let me see if I can find. I had to the Wikipedias here. I will show you all. On
I just had a
screen.
look. Looks fine for one Kenku. Go on.
Okay. Here, let me hold on a second. I'm curious to show chat what this looks like too. So
He's got to get the catalogue out now.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like we're
Boats,
going shopping. Okay, here we go. So I've got that. Let me just reduce that. Thank you to Wikipedia, which somehow I've lived long enough for Wikipedia to stop being the villain and actually be the non-AI driven hero that we all deserve. Okay, here we go. Right there on stream. That is a keel boat. A modern one.
I
but-
still say it looks good for one. Looks good for one Kenku.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
suitable
Doesn't
for a
it?
single Kenku, yes.
You can, yeah,
That's
you
your
can
weekend
imagine
boat.
you can imagine one Kenku sailing along the coast with that
Absolutely.
and doing diplomacy.
Yeah,
Just on the weekends, you know what I mean?
On
You
the
don't take
weekends.
the big boat out. You know, you just go on a bit of a run around.
That's 3,000 gold.
Oh, that's
Wow.
quite a jump up from a
A
rowboat.
sailing ship or a longship are each 10,000 gold. A warship is 25,000 gold, and a galley 30,000 gold.
So what kind of ship is the one that we've been given?
It would be like a keelboat.
Okay.
How many people does it take to operate the boat? If it's a keelboat, really 2 to 4. One person might have a hard time operating a keelboat. They probably could, but if there was any emergency, it would be kind of a struggle. Waves, listen, is amazing, but I don't know the Waves could handle a keelboat completely on their own, on her own. But
Well, in a way, we now know how much they value our life.
Yeah, it's about $3,000.
well, this does come with the people, to row it, which is when necessary.
It's kind of a sensible option for what we're doing. We don't want to be drawing attention to ourselves by turning up with like the crown jewel of the navy.
It's true. You could also get yourself 7 war horses for 2,800 gold. So there's that.
Also, Silver already offered me 2 boats, so he values me at least 6,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. I'm not going. That's weird. I'll give you a canoe. Anyway, so okay. So let's see. I am going to give you folks. Let's see. We have 5 of you. I will allow 5 rolls. Waves. I would ask you please to roll for me a D100.
Ooh. Let me have a
That's a spotted
look.
D100.
This is
There
not
we
good.
go. Okay. 71.
We allowed to ask
71. That's a good one. All right, 71.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think you're rolling on loot tables.
It's a very
Oh, okay.
angular number. Not too many strokes.
Now I'd like you to roll a D100 again, please.
Oh, me again?
Yes, you again.
Okay. 95.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Ship.
This is
It's always fun
fascinating.
when the DM does that.
I'm a
No, it's
little.
a ship. I'm getting a ship. I know it.
So
It's Claudia from our last campaign again.
no. Oh man,
Ah,
I,
no,
love
I don't want
so much.
Claudia.
Okay,
I
here
don't
we
want
go.
Claudia.
This object that you have before you appears as a. Oh, I have a. Wait. I have a picture. I have a
Something
picture.
happens, just like an
Wait,
object appears in
It
front
has
of
a
you.
picture?
Wait,
I have a-
sorry, what? time out. What is this? What are we doing right now? Because we're just.
I'm
pooling gold and
concentrating
then
on getting
suddenly-
a ship and suddenly
an
something
item has
happens.
appeared? Is this in a shop?
Yeah.
You are, yes.
No, I'm standing
Okay.
here and I'm concentrating on getting a ship, and suddenly something happens, and I'm
So what I'm giving you here, these are the options of what you have available to you folks for to purchase theoretically.
Oh, okay.
If
okay.
you can
Makes so much
afford
more
it.
sense.
And so
so
I'm pulling it up now.
so.
Oh.
And you're gonna laugh when you see this. And this was you came up with this. All right. Actually, I'm curious. Hey,
What
chat.
came up with.
Chat. What do you think this item is that that Waves just rolled for them?
Is it a
possibly to buy?
bird cage?
Can you
Is it a
take
bird cage?
It's not a bird cage. I'll give you that for free.
Is it an item that lets you flawlessly recreate anything it hears?
Okay, Little Royce Frost says a genie lamp. Prince Justin says a portable magical boat. Interesting. Anyone else? A floating barrel. A rod of wonder. Ooh,
A magical Kenku.
a magical kenku. Okay,
Mechanical bird.
the winner here is Prince Justin because this is a folding boat. So this object appears as a wooden box that measures 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, and 6 inches deep. You do rule, Prince Justin. It weighs
fit in the
4
bag of holding.
pounds and floats. It can be opened to store items inside, and the item has 3 command words, each requiring you to use an action to speak it. One command word causes the box to unfold into a boat 10 feet long, 4 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. The boat has 1 pair of oars, an anchor, a mast, and a lateen sail. The boat can hold up to 4 medium creatures comfortably. The second command word causes the box to unfold into a ship 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 6 feet deep, has a deck, rowing seats, 5 seats of oars, a steering oar, an anchor, a deck cabin, and a mast with a square sail. The ship can hold 15 medium creatures comfortably. When the box becomes a vessel, its weight becomes that of a normal vessel its size, and anything that was stored in the box remains in the boat. The third command word causes the folding boat to fold back into a box, provided that no creatures are aboard. Any objects in the vessel that cannot fit inside the box remain outside the box as it folds. Any objects in the vessel that can fit inside the box do so. It is a folding boat. I kid you not.
Boat
It's
of
literally
holding,
what you
Mike.
call
Boat
it.
of holding.
It's a folding boat. It's a boat of folding. So let me just check on cost here.
Oh, yeah.
Curious, because the Artificer has the ability to make magic items, and now I'm wondering what it'd be needed for me to make that.
About 1,000 years.
Yeah, it's time is the thing with making magic artifacts when I looked into it, which is why I haven't really tried it.
May I ask, is this the 71 or the 95 or a combination of both?
It's a combination, but actually, I'm glad you said that because I wanted to double check. So 71. Okay. Last
Come,
roll.
don't take this away now.
Last roll for you, Waves. Roll
Yes.
please for me 3d6.
I'm assuming some sort of price determination.
15. I continue to roll high.
Okay. 15 times 10. Let's see.
150. That's fine.
So,
Stay there.
oh no, not times 10. I'm sorry. I'm wrong about that. So that is 100.
Sorry, there's some extra zeros.
Okay,
here.
okay. So let's see. That is times 1. Okay, you can get this item
Yes,
for
I can get this item.
for 2,000 gold.
Oh,
That's not how this works.
I'm afraid it is.
Oh,
It's
like
not. It's not.
somebody's
It
already-
wouldn't bankrupt you.
That's true.
It would bankrupt me. I've got 457 gold.
I'm just doing the Transformers thing.
hey, that's my thing.
That's true.
I got the trademark on stuff coming out of cubes.
Buy
We
the dice
can
roll.
throw-
Roll out.
I make a motion to convey to the party that we can throw the box and have a boat drop on people, and that seems like a big advantage.
Or what has just been recommended in chat, maybe get the Kraken to eat the box.
Yes.
And then have
also,
it
there's
expand.
that.
It's true. It is basically a boat of holding. So 2,000. That's what the cost is. Is haggle an option? Sadly not. This is already at a little bit of a discount, to be honest with you.
I was expecting it to be more, to be honest, a lot more. Especially after we've just found out the price of
It was
boats.
2,000, yes.
Yes.
2K.
Okay.
I'm just noting
so that
2K
is
Improvised weapon rules.
for
And
2K
make sure you write
for
down folding
best
boat.
boat.
Folding.
Best
boat ever.
boat. There we go.
Okay. All right, so that's the one that Waves is able to find. I like the image of everyone scurrying from store to store, finding these different things.
Yes,
Okay, now
and I'm now standing there with this box in my arms, looking at all of you with the best puppy eyes a bird can do.
no, I assumed you were doing the thing where like the kid finds something in the store, but like mom and dad aren't back yet from wherever, and is like, "There's no way they're going to give this to me. There's no way I can. Can I convince them? Like you're trying to like, do I have any chance? We have no money. I can't do it. I don't have any money. This is more, you know. Okay.
Please
so you guys waiting for that. Okay, Morthwill.
Somehow you also find.
Yeah, exactly. You also find something. Before I have you roll, though, so you do have this bag, and remind me. I know I have it in my notes, just so I can find it faster. This bag was what was the? Did he tell you what the bag did?
Yes, it was a grey bag of holding. So with it, it's a grey sack-looking thing, and inside there are a bunch of fuzzy spheres. And 3 times per day, you can withdraw a fuzzy sphere and throw it at the ground humanely, and it turns into, I think, D8's worth of various animals that you can give basic orders to.
Okay, so I will say that you do have that you've almost paid off, which you could theoretically do.
I totally forgot you had this.
Yeah. It's been for a while. I will also time for a certain bird to rob a local bank. Okay, next up, Morthwill, I would like you to roll a D100, please.
Righty dokie. That's a 24.
Okay, let's see. A 24. Digging deep into my DMG. Let's see. A 24. Okay. I would like you to roll a D100 then.
44.
Roll that again.
Okay.
You didn't like that one.
No.
60.
It was another potion of healing. I'm like, okay. In addition to the bag that you have there, you also discover, as you're sort of seeking through or searching through things, another potion, but this is not a potion of healing. This, as I go to find the thing, there we go. It is a potion of climbing. When you drink this potion, you have a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour, and during this time, you have advantage on any athletics check made to climb. Incidentally, the outside of the potion has brown, silver, and gray layers resembling bands of stone, and you can't mix the colors if you were to shake it. It's just a little side cool note, I think. But in any case, so it is a potion of climbing. Now, that's in addition to, theoretically, the bag of wondrous furry things that you have.
Okay. I would say one of my prepared spells is spider climb, so
maybe you don't need it. Okay. All right.
But I get to pay off the bag.
Yes, so you can pay off the bag, assuming that you want that.
Yeah, I may as well. It's within reach now. So that's 175 off my gold.
You have a bag of furry spheres.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. Okay. Very excited for that. Okay, Silvo, I would like you to roll a D100 for me, please.
A D100. A D100. 38.
38. All right.
38.
38. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got it. Let me roll another D100, please.
Bam. 83.
83.
Higher feels better, I'll be honest with you.
Okay. You were offered an unusual it is a potion kept in a special bottle for a reason. What this is a filter of love. And the impact of it is that the next time the person imbibing this potion or having that potion in some way delivered to them, say at the tip of an arrow or by convincing them to drink it, that person will, after drinking a potion, will become charmed by the next creature it sees for an hour. So you would regard this thing as your true love for an hour. And it has this effervescent, rose-hued liquid inside this bottle, which is shaped like a heart.
Well, I wasn't interested until you said the tip of an arrow.
I thought that might change things, yes.
Yes, a little bit. So firstly, how much would this potion be?
So, if you were to get this potion, it would be... I'm going to have you roll something in a minute as soon as I find the damn thing. Okay. Roll 2d4 for me, please.
2d4. 5,000 gold.
150 gold.
150 gold. That's fair. Okay, I'm tempted by that. How much volume are we talking? Are we talking a vial?
You would
Are we
be able
talking a
to use it for
conical
4.
flask?
You'd be able to use it for 4 arrow-tipped.
4?
4. Yes.
Okay. I'm suddenly not. I'm not feeling it as much. But is this automatic, Charm?
Come on, spread the love.
It is.
One of you.
If it
calls me
if
Cupid,
it
that's
hits, it would be.
If it hits, it would be automatic.
Like if you
Okay.
if you fire an arrow and miss, then it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna just
It's not. Yeah.
And you can't run after the arrow and be like, wait, let me get like it doesn't Or
No,
you could
it's
also
dry,
put it on a
right?
crossbow bolt. You could also use it on like a dagger or a blade, like
Yeah.
any kind of weapon like this you could use.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind.
Okay.
Let's see what else we get.
Brian, I would like you to roll a D100, please.
Okay.
This is the tried and true shopping episode, people. All right. We need
Yeah.
to, like,
Mm-hmm.
I love shopping episodes.
I love shopping episodes that
51.
have magic items in them.
yeah.
This is real good.
51. Okay. Got it. I would like you to roll another 100, please.
37.
No, roll that again, please.
You're not allowed to
You
vote.
have rolled poorly, and it has
Yeah.
displeased the DM.
22.
You have rolled trash.
Okay. No, it's not trash. Okay. This potion that you were offered is... this potion is an orange liquid that flickers. And even as you're looking at the sort of vial in which it comes, you can see a little bit of smoke just kind of coming out of the cork on top. When you drink this potion, Brian, you can use a bonus action to exhale fire at a target within 30 feet of you. It is a potion of fire breath. That target must make DC 13 dexterity saving throw and takes 4d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one, and the effect ends after you exhale fire 3 times or when 1 hour has passed.
Does it have to be 3 consecutive times?
No, you could breathe on something, wait a half hour, breathe on something else. That it's just a maximum of 3 over the course of an hour. So it doesn't have to be consecutive, no.
Okay, so what was the damage?
4d6 if they fail to make their save, which is DC 13 dex, and half as much on a save.
Is this? Can I ask a question? Sorry.
Sure.
Is this an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Yep. So you could attack something and also bonus action to breathe fire on them.
And it has
Saber.
what did you say? 3 uses?
3 uses, that's right. Within an hour.
Oh no, sorry. How many shots of the bottle
1.
is there?
Only one
1.
dose. Now, if you roll if you roll 3d6 for me, please. If you'd be so kind, Brian.
Oh, hang on a second. $16.
Okay. 16. That's a fair bit. That is, yeah, so that would be 175 gold.
I will take that for 175 gold.
Okay. Potion of Fire Breath is yours. Why don't you put it in one of those like fancy crystal decanters that won't work? No, just kidding. Okay. Green, I would like, and chat, don't make sure that you're staying focused because I got one surprise for chat and the players in a minute. Green, go ahead and roll, please, for me, if you would, a D100.
Oh, no.
99.
Oh, wow. Okay, roll a D100.
Pro gamer move.
Woo!
We're going up to the strange end of the table, I think.
Yeah, oh my God. No joke.
Did you save to roll another?
Well, yes, one more D100, please.
95.
Holy crap.
Another vote.
Here's this deck of cards.
Yeah. Elminster's hat.
Okay. What this is, let's see. Roll a 1d10 for me. I know it is. It has to further grade 8.
5.
Okay. You have the option available to you to get what is known as Armor of Resistance. What this means is that you are resistant to lightning damage while you are wearing this armor. And so basically what resistance means is that you take half damage from that type. So if there's something that's using lightning, and in fact, you know what? No, I'm going to, because you rolled so well, I'm going to roll that D10 again. I'm going to boost this a bit. What was it?
3.
A 3. And fire. Ooh. Resistant to lightning and resistant to fire. And as you might imagine, that's pretty good. Okay, now, let's see how much it is, though.
I think that's like something you unlock at level 6 with the artificers being able to make that, so it's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay, please roll for me 3d6.
15.
Okay, so that would be 1,500 gold.
Pricey,
Now,
but 2 resistances is good.
Yeah.
I can only make them with 1.
It may not be useful under the sea, but it might be useful when they get above the sea, because they won't be totally under the sea. Under the sea. Also, if there's any volcanoes, under the sea volcanoes. But anyway.
I mean, I'll definitely tell the group that I've found this item. I don't personally wear armor, so
yeah.
but I'll definitely say, hey, I saw some very swirly armor in a shop. It had resistance to
Hey, Green.
thunder.
Green,
and fire.
actually, because this is meant to be something which each of you individually could find that would have value, what if I said that this item is something which could stabilize and strengthen your shell? In other words,
like a really nice varnish.
Yeah, that would give you resistance to those things.
Now he's gonna do the big eyes, the same as Pirate is doing for the boat. A varnish, a special varnish. Wow.
Okay, so you've got that. You got that to think about. Okay, and then last time, chat. I would like somebody, and I'm going to pick someone. Let's see. Who wants to roll for a random magic item for the party to see what they might have available to them? First to tell me says, all right, Prince Justin, you're on it. I trust Prince Justin. So Prince Justin, roll a D100 for me. Sorry, Iago. I would, but Prince Justin was the first to say that I do. So I'm going to go with Prince Justin. Otherwise, I would. Prince Justin, I trust you to roll a D100 either through your method of choice. Prince Justin will be running a campaign on my channel starting in January, so I have great confidence. Yeah, I appreciate using the D20 emote from my channel, but still. So I'm looking for a D100 here, Prince Justin. He's going to be like 100. An item of boar buying. The boat buying. 37. 37. I'm not old. Okay. I want you to roll that again, Prince Justin, because we already had one in that same range. So can you roll that again? Please, and thank you. Please. Yeah, 20 out of 100 wouldn't be great, Betrayer. That's a good point. Look at those awesome D20 emotes. 63. Ah, now we're talking. Okay. Excellent. Could you roll 1D100 again? I have got it. I've got the table I'm looking at. We could roll that one more time, Prince Justin, another D100. Waits for it. 56.
56.
56. Okay. Right. Okay. 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 So this is it's another potion. This is a blue potion which bubbles and steams as if boiling. This is a potion of heroism. And the effect of this is that if you drink this potion, you gain first 10 temporary hit points that last for an hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. So you take it and you are blessed. There's no concentration required. If you get hit, you maintain the bless for an hour, come hell or high water, unless you're killed. But that's, potion of heroism are nice potions. Can I get you to roll for me, please, Prince Justin? Roll for me, please. Where was that? 64. Roll for me, please, 2d4. Seven. That potion would cost you 140 gold. 140 gold. All right. So, thank you, Prince Justin. So, we have the folding boat. We have got the now acquired bag of furry spheres. We have got the potion of fire breath, which has been acquired by Brian. We have the lightning and fire resistant shell varnish from Green. We have the potion of heroism from thanks to Prince Justin in chat. And then Silvo, what was yours? We had the filter of love that can be turned into a weapon of charm, essentially, used as well. Does any of that sound of interest that the party would like to spend money on beyond the spheres and the fire breath potion, which we already got?
I would like... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to ask, collectively now that Morthwell and I have spent some money, do we know what our balance is if we combine resources?
2,940. I have a running total.
2,940. So we could either get Green's Varnish or Wave's boat.
Yes.
Considering that they're giving us a boat but not a varnish,
I was going to say that considering that Green has already got a stick, he's very happy, already. And if we want to get a boat, he understands.
I think we...
I am a little worried how Waves will react if we don't get the boat.
I'd like to keep our healer alive more than I'd like another boat. But I think, if this boat isn't going to go anywhere, maybe that could be our next big purchase.
I'm going to take this box, drop it in front of Silvo's feet, look him into the eye, and repeat with Sander's voice and your voice, Councilman Silvo.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure, being an esteemed member of the council, I'd be able to, maybe get some funds together, corruption, and buy you something like this.
Okay.
Maybe we could buy this now and see if we can claim it back on expenses afterwards.
Oh, paperwork on that's going to be a nightmare. Oh, it'll take months, mate. Absolutely months.
Do you have the original packaging for this folding boat?
The original packaging. You've got a receipt for it,
got a receipt for the boat.
You filled
And if
out
we
a
don't have it, I'm gonna
1A
forge it.
form.
You sure can't return the varnish, so that's I mean, like,
Yeah, but I'm in favor of the varnish because we're being provided a boat and we're not being provided a varnish.
If we weren't being provided a boat, I'd swing towards the boat, if I'm honest with you.
They did
but-
say we might keep the boat afterwards.
Yeah,
Maybe you can
we just give
exchange
it-
it for the folding boat.
maybe. I would also like to buy this file of love. If that's okay.
filter thing.
Filter, file, love potion.
Mhm.
You can call it what you want. It's a love potion, mate. It's in a heart-shaped bowl.
Definitely mark it as a filter of love on your sheet so we can return to find the details of
Sure, it's not heartburn medicine.
Not
Charm liquid.
random thing. Yeah, like.
Love potion found in Saltmarsh.
So in addition to this, I will say. Oh, actually, sorry, but just before we leave this behind, so are you getting the varnish? Is that the? Is that
My
the-
vote's for the
Eh.
varnish.
I think so. I would vote varnish.
I would
I'm
vote
okay
varnish.
either way. There we go
Okay.
then.
The majority vote is varnish.
I can't
so-
wait for the varnish montage. Yeah, I know. I was just like, like you know, like, and then they do the whole thing. Like, there's a montage of Green getting the varnish on, and then them like, you know, like shooting like a you know a bolt of flame at your back, and just being like, psst, like,
Yeah, who's got that potion of
feels
fire
good, you know,
breathing?
like,
I have the
just thinking,
potion of fire
Green's
breath,
got-
but it's only got 3 uses, so I'm
So
not
Green's got a
going to
varnish.
crack.
yeah.
Grease got a varnishy shell, a broom that sweeps itself. You're a one-person curling tournament.
Let's go.
So I will also mention that if the party also wants any like more normal stuff, like, you know, you can get any, you know, arrows you'll be able to buy easily, like any of that stuff. If you wanted any equipment of that sort, you can certainly get it. But that's what we've got in terms of magical items available.
Quick gold related question.
Yeah.
Sorry. I assumed to buy this because I would have had to give all of my money to buy the varnish. Were we pooling our money to buy the things we wanted?
I'm happy to pull the rest of. I've taken the money for the fire potion out of my gold, but I'm happy to pull the rest of it.
Well, I've been working on the assumption we pooled all of our money, bought the things we wanted out of the pool, and now we're going to split the pool.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone has 258 gold now.
Hey.
How much? How much do I have? How much do I have?
258.
Wait, how can that be? Wait, okay,
Because
258. I just,
we
I'm
spent
just
50. We spent 150 gold on a love potion, 175 gold on the fire potion. We didn't buy the heroism potion. We didn't find the foldable boat, and we bought 1,500 quid's worth of
there we go. Okay.
varnish. That left 1,290 divided by 5, 258.
I somehow misheard the price for the varnish.
Yeah,
But it's fine.
it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. It's pricey varnish, but it's fine. So, yeah,
I would like to
250.
hit Mothwell up for a glowing stone.
Yeah, but there are some rules about them. I think I might have to
You're
make
Yeah,
looking for a glowing
I-
stone. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I need to
about-
find my rules about glowing stones, okay?
Yeah, each glowing stone costs 258 gold.
No,
God damn it.
no, they are free to make. It's essentially a cantrip. It's literally level 1 magical tinkering.
What do you think, chat?
Also-
Is the crew ready? Is the crew prepared themselves
no.
adequately? Do you agree with
Sorry,
It's
the,
it's
very
chosen-
civil, I think. I think it was quite civil of us.
Chosen property lasts indefinitely, so I can make it up to 4 glowing stones.
If I could have one as well, because I don't have dark vision, that would be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
we need
they
them.
do light up a 5-foot area around you as bright light and a further 5 foot as dim light as well. So they do have some degree of functionality. So I'll hand them out
So-
to everyone who needs light.
5 feet bright and 5 feet low.
and revealing to anyone who might be looking, look, there's a 5-foot light and a 5-foot. Just saying.
Well, unfortunately, that's the thing we're going to be dealing with, whichever approach we take.
But they don't break like when they hit water or something like that.
No. It's just a magically tinkered with stone. I've just scratched like a dwarven rune on it, and now it glows.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if anything broke. I lost my lantern last time, but now I've got a glowy stone.
In the background, Green is just drizzling the wax over himself like oil on a rotisserie chicken or something, you know.
I can offer to actually draw something on there.
Yes, an NPC named Miyagi saying wax on, wax off while
Yeah.
applying the varnish. I like the idea though that the broom keeps trying to wipe the varnish off, like being confused. Like no, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a nice varnish green.
Oh, you look so shiny.
Yeah, do you
Does
have any
that make
special
it-
colors you want on the shell? I mean, do you want like
No, it's just it's a clear lacquer,
Okay.
you know. It's like a epoxy layer.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
total wax. It's fine. Don't worry about
it's
it.
total wax.
I've had that one in my back pocket for a few
That's
minutes.
good.
I'm
That's
sorry.
good quality. That's good. That's good. Okay. Well, how's the party feeling about shopping availabilities things?
Poorer, but good.
Hey, I mean, but now you can charm people with your poison filter of love thing, and
Cool.
You
Got
have
a
a
sexy love potion.
bag of furry spheres and a varnished turtle and a and a potion of fire breath. I mean,
Yeah, we're significantly poorer. I no longer have all of my shiny gemstones. I have a single potion that may or may not charm people. I think I've been had on that one. And we've now got a bag of furry animals and a waxed colleague. Yeah, cool.
a waxed.
I mean, when you put it like that, we sound
yeah,
a
I
bit odd.
just really just like. So you've been screwed over at a Dave and Buster's or a local carnival near you. Like, is that? Like,
I think we've been had, people. I think we've been had. This is an
If
Honest
we
Dave's
had,
Magic Emporium.
if we are having or had a long rest at some point, I would also like to swap out one of my prepared spells.
you could have a long rest for sure. Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like Create Water is not ideal for this.
That lets me whip up
Yeah.
my Cape of the Manta Ray and my spell-infused ring.
How do I?
Just a
take
quick.
it
I do need to
timing
attune the
question.
ring, but that's just a short rest, isn't it?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
right. Yes, and
It's my
so
first
go
time when
ahead.
it's something I've had to attune, so...
When are we scheduled to finish? Is it near the top of the hour?
Yes, that's right. So probably
Okay,
about
sweet,
10 minutes
fantastic.
or so.
Yep. No, that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to make sure I hadn't gotten it wrong because of time travel.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I hate it so much.
Yeah. me
Like,
too.
changing.
The
wild.
time changing, I just hate it. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm usually a very positive person, but this sucks.
No, I don't. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many years we're doing it, it never
It
gets any
sucks.
less confusing.
And it's
And we would
totally
be
not
so lost
necessary.
without Flayos. We would be so lost without Flayos, who actually guides us through
true.
every 6 months.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Yep. And then my godforsaken country gets to figure it out in a couple like, oh, maybe we should do that too. Like, we're unique though. We're special snowflakes. God. Okay. So, how's the party feeling about the shopping and the long rest? Is it prepared? Because if
think
so,
so.
we'll launch.
I mean,
we'll
I
launch
can-
us in the direction before we come to a close tonight.
Well, I can now raise the hood of my cloak of the Manta Ray, breathe underwater, and have a movement speed of 60.
Ooh. Get
Once
ya.
per dawn, my spell-infused ring can return a spell slot to me.
While holding sea urchins above him from his bag of furry
Yeah.
things as he goes along.
Yeah, yeah. This is going to be the weird. Like the Artifice Guild are not going to know what to make of this. It's like, where did he learn to incorporate fuzzy balls into the designs?
Aquadwarf.
That's not orthodox dwarf technology.
As we're, I guess, making final preparations, Green has, I think it was like a broken sword or a broken axe or something that he picked up from a skeleton, that he would like to fly tip, or, sacrifice to his deity, Eldath, by dropping it into one of the little rivers flowing through Saltmarsh.
Okay.
And just say, have a silent moment of prayer, hoping for peace for all of Saltmarsh, but especially for himself.
Particularly my piece.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to stock up on crossbow bolts. Are there any weapons for sale at the?
Yes, there are
at the
normal
shop?
weapons, not magical ones, but there are normal, like, good quality ones. Yes.
Are they better than my scimitars?
You could get. Let me make sure that they. Yep. Okay. So let me just make sure that I can do that in the 5th edition context. Okay. Yes. There are available, Brian, and there are not a lot of them, but you get the impression that the town's been working overtime over the last week or so, if not a few weeks, to try to get some things up to speed when the council finally got it through their heads that maybe this is a threat. There are 2 masterwork scimitars available. Now, let me tell you what a masterwork weapon does. A masterwork weapon is not magical, but it provides a bonus to you based upon your proficiency bonus. So your proficiency bonus right now is what? 3? I think it should be 3 or 4. At level 6, it should be 4. So that means a masterwork weapon would operate as a +2 weapon to hit and to damage.
Okay,
That's
I've got
not
+7 at the moment.
No, but I mean, no. I'm talking about just the weapon is +2. So, so whatever your normal, because that's using a regular scimitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what it would be is it would be your attack plus your proficiency plus half of your proficiency because of the masterwork weapon. So that would work out to, if I'm doing that my math right, like +8 or +9.
Okay, how much are these?
The masterwork, I'm glad you asked. I have that answer right here. I totally know exactly how much everything
You
costs.
sound like you're Googling.
Nonsense. That's, I don't, how dare you? Okay. Right. Okay. So, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Each of these is a scimitar normally would be 25. Each of these scimitars is 75. So it's 150 for both combined. So like a total of 150 for 2 masterwork scimitars. Now again, these are not magical weapons, but against anything that doesn't need a magical weapon to hit it, +2 bonus to hit and to damage in addition to your normal attack roll. So whatever your normal attack roll is, you add +2 to it.
Okay.
They also have glowing blue on the hilt. Sort of
Okay, you've
infused up
sold
to-
it to me now.
There you go.
The glowing blue did it.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. So it leaves me with 108 gold. And so just remind me again what you said about what increases I get on my scimitar.
So normally, so your attack should come, I believe, from let's see, scimitar would be that's finesse and light. So you're using dexterity to attack with your scimitar, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so it would be 1d20 plus your dex bonus, which is what?
2.
+2 plus your proficiency, which would be 4. So +6 now. If your proficiency is 4.
No, it's 5.
Okay, so
I've
7.
Got, yeah.
7 plus an additional 2 for these masterwork scimitars. So you now have +9 to hit, and then you would get, I believe, for damage it would just be the dex bonus plus the 2 for the masterwork. So it would be, what do we say for the dex bonus 2?
Yes.
So then +2. So +4 for damage. So +9 to hit, +4 for damage, Brian.
So I've got +4 on my current scimitars. Is it still 1d6 +4?
If that's your damage, then no. Then it's 1d6 + 6 for each scimitar.
1d6 + 6. Okay, yeah, I will go for those. What were they called again? Sorry.
Masterwork scimitars. So again, not magical, but pretty badass.
Okay, yeah, I will take those. I need to figure out how to update my character sheet.
Anybody else on stuff?
Restocking crossbow bolts. That's about it. Unless
Okay.
they've got any masterwork crossbow bolts.
They do not, but no, I don't need that. Okay. They do not, however. They do, however, have a set of +1 crossbow bolts, Silvo.
Okay.
you could get 10 of them in a package deal. And they would, let's see, cost. $100 gold for 10 plus 1 crossbow bolts.
Done. I'll take those.
Okay. Anybody else?
Thank you very much.
Do they have masterwork rapiers lying around, just in case?
Let me see.
I mean, or rapier singular also.
Yeah,
fine.
singular. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yes. So again, that would be. So the bonus for these on damage and to hit would be half of your proficiency bonus rounded down. So if you have a proficiency bonus of 5, it would be 2, just like Brian's.
I think I've got a proficiency bonus of 3, but I might have forgotten to update that. I'm gonna check. But yeah, so that would be a +1 for me then if I'm.
If that's right.
If that's right, I'm.
Hold on, I'm gonna look that up too.
I might have forgotten about that.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus should be +3. That's right.
Yeah, it's +3, so I only get +1 out of this, yes?
To damage and to hit, yes.
For how much gold?
So a normal rapier cost is 75. 25 normally, 75 for the masterwork.
Well, I think we're going into a bad situation, so maybe that +1 will actually help. So I'm going to spend 75 on...
There's also a black feather on the hilt.
Sooner or later, yes.
Just saying, looks awesome.
Okay, so I'll just get +1 to my so far scimitar. It's rapier, and it's going to be fine.
Okay.
Should be. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Then the way we will conclude for today is as you are all on your way, headed up to the fortress. The trip itself is relatively uneventful, although there is definitely a sense of dread might be a bit too
undead
strong,
beneath us.
Yeah, uncertainty. Yeah, exactly. On its way up. And again, originally, the entrance to this place that provided the lizard folk access has now been submerged. And as you get closer and closer, few hours out, it probably takes a good, I would say, 4 or so, maybe 5 hours to sail up the coast. And when you get to about here, make sure chat can see that too. There we go. When you get to about there, you can see the fortress rising above, and one of the oarsmen sort of stops as they get close. Let's actually move this boat like this, and sort of slows down and says, "Aye, will you take a look at that?" And rising above, you can see this.
It's the spire.
That is the top of the now Sohugin stronghold, looking like a dreaded finned sea creature looming as you approach closer and closer, with a blood-red sky and sea behind it. And with that visual and the party's numerous new awesome cool things that they got, we will bring this session to a close. Next time up, chat, it's going to be time to go investigate a fortress stealthily.
Oh yeah.
But we got to do something we haven't done for a while, which is a fun little shopping episode, which is always cool, and to get some information also communicated as well. So now we've got some items, some magical things. I'm sure everything will be fine. Like, I'm sure that there's no way there's going to be any concerns at all about, any of the issues that you're going to approach. It'll be great. I will. This is really a lot of fun. I'm so glad that we got a chance to get back into this. I am excited. And you almost became a council. Yeah, exactly. Imaginary. Good to see you, Imaginary. Yeah, exactly. I mean, also, there's the possibility of political advancement, which I know is hugely important to some things. I'm just kidding. But I will start with on the right of your screen as you're looking at chat. Green, I was really excited that you got your cool broom. And I did not expect that you were going to roll up something that would end up being basically a fire and lightning resistant varnish. But the turtle has gained the ability to not necessarily be obliterated by these things, which is pretty cool. And also may be joining a council to provide or get for themselves inner peace. Although now that he's got the broom, maybe it doesn't even matter. And so there's that. How did you feel about today's session, Bruce, and how when will we see you next?
Yeah, today's session was really fun. I'm really glad that that broom's probably the best magical item ever invented. And I also sort of I found it quite funny when, let's, should you join the council, and the very first things we start talking about is being like corrupt officials.
I know.
Classic.
I was just like, okay, Green needs to be on this council so that there's at least one uncorruptible person there,
The silent judgment of Silvo all the time. Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, it was super fun, and I can't wait to go to an underwater place to test out my fire resistance. Super great, and I'm very glad that we managed to find a time to do this. Yeah, thank you. And the fine folks will find me next at the next By the Dice Roll session. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching today.
Good stuff. Thanks, Bruce. Moving right along, Inanda, Brian did in fact manage to get. I'm actually glad that we got the Masterworth scimitars at the end as well, and potion of fire breath, not to be sneezed at. But I'm also going to be interested to see about what it means to be dealing with a fortress with, again, for some people, they'll need to do water breathing and stuff like that. But a water genasi is probably not going to be too put out by having to be in an underwater level. So I can see a lot of theoretical value to that, especially if you have some kind of light stone, let us say, to be able to see. But it will be a challenge, clearly, to the party. But now it's a challenge that is included with a potion of fire breath and 2 masterwork scimitars. So it's that kind of challenge now. How'd you feel about today's session, our shopping episode, Inanda, and where will the fine folks find you next?
I always love a good shopping episode, and I've got 2 fancy scimitars and a glowy stone, and although I would have loved to have got Waves a boat, I'm really glad we got the varnish for Green, because I think that's obviously after the last dungeon where Green fell into a lot of traps. It would be very nice to just give her a little bit of like bubble wrap. That would be lovely. But yeah, really enjoyed today's session as always. Looking forward to the next one. In the meantime, people can find me on my own channel. And hopefully I'll be back over here streaming individually on GOG as well soon. Now things are starting to calm down a little bit. But yeah, really loved today. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Thanks, Nanda, and we will see you next month. Mike, great stuff, as always, from Silvo. I did love the fact as well that you were talking about being on the council while you have the flickering fire of, no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die, behind you. So that was great. And also, you got this, despite your mockery of the filter of love, we will see what happens when you get a chance to charm some people, okay? I could see that happening. Maybe that can occur. But in addition to that, it was very funny that I kept going through. Everyone's like, I don't think I have a gem. I have 1 gem. I think I have 1 gem. So it was like, right. And then
let me just
15 gems. Yeah, it was very funny. And all that kind of stuff. And then of course, your Silvo giving information to Anders was also helpful in that it's going to give them some things to think about sort of bringing this stuff to a head, about the Scarlet Brotherhood, about the other factions in town. Are they uniting against the common threat, or is this a larger plot of the Scarlet Brotherhood? Don't know yet. But Silvo at least is in a better position to handle it with some of the cool stuff that got picked up today with the rest of the party. How'd you feel about today? Where will the fine folks find you next?
I adored today. It's the best game with the best human beings that I know. I gotta be honest with you. I always say hook this feeling up to my veins because it's genuinely just such a nice feeling just to roleplay with you guys. Even when we don't have like battle encounters or anything like that, being able to roleplay with people, bit of character development, bit of shopping, that sort of thing. It's just delicious. It really is. And I genuinely love it. I cannot wait for the next session. If you have enjoyed anything that has come out of my stupid voice or face today, you can find me on my own channel every Tuesday and Thursday over on twitch.tv/wholesome horror gaming, where it's October, so it's retro spooky season, because here at the Wholesome Horror Gaming Entertainment Corporation, we like to give the gift of horror games to other streamers during the spooky season. So we play retro horror games. So on Tuesday, we're going to be playing Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. Actually, on Wednesday as a special, we're going to be playing Rule of Rose on PlayStation 2, and on Thursday, we're going to be playing Sweet Home, which is the very first. It's on the NES of all things, the very first ever survival horror game that coined the phrase survival horror. So I'm genuinely very excited for that. So I hope to see somebody there.
Very, very cool. I'm very interested to see how all of this kind of gets broken down. They're talking about what happens if Silvo accidentally cuts himself or one of the team with it. Like, can you hand me that? Oh, I'm really sorry. And they're like, how dare you? Well, hello.
I have, very, very devoted followers for an hour.
Exactly. Be very careful with that filter. Be careful where you put that thing. But thanks, Mike. Always a pleasure to have you on board, and it was really good to see Silvo doing stuff. Can't wait to see more of what happens coming up. Saber, great stuff as well from Morthwill. Again, it'll be interesting to see what Morthwill decides to do, whether to be politically involved or not, and all that sort of thing. But it was interesting to see that. I'm glad you got the bag with the furry spheres, which has been a long-term thing. But also the fact that after everyone is done collecting their stuff, you're like, right, okay, so I've got my Cloak of the Manta Ray, and everyone's like, wait, what's this? You're like, well, this is I got in my workshop. Like, I'm working that down there. Again, the artificers showing their higher level abilities as time goes on. And I'm very interested to see how you will maneuver through some of the problems associated with a possibly underground level, or underwater level, I should say, in a fortress. How did you feel about today? Where will the fine folks find you next?
It was a lot of fun. It's a shame it took so long but, real life is what it is. But it's been great to get back with everybody. We had a nice shopping session, long overdue. God, we needed a breather. It's just been one thing after another from session after session. Mm-hmm. And Silvo coming through with all of the valuables, Green getting the varnish. Gutted we couldn't get the boat. I'm definitely with Waves on that one, but yeah, practicality wins on that one, I think. I did like as well when we were talking about the stuff we've done getting ready. Me and Mike had the same thought. Yeah, let's bring something for dealing with water. So he's brought like some, I think, water breathing spell, and I brought a cloak of can breathe underwater, because most campaigns that probably wouldn't get looked at, but this is like, wow, that is uniquely useful for this campaign.
Yeah, it's very true.
But yeah, as for me, I'll be back on my own channel tomorrow. I stream every day except Sundays, D&D notwithstanding. So you can usually catch me over there or here on Wednesdays. Take care, everyone.
Love it. Good stuff. Thanks, Saber. And thanks again for Moobot Dashboard stuff, as always. Last but certainly not least, Pyron, I'm really sorry that that they couldn't get you the folding boat on top of that. I couldn't believe when you rolled it. I was like, oh, my God. It was really funny.
It's fate.
I know. I was like, I couldn't believe it. But cost-wise and everything else-wise, it was sort of, it was the way things broke down. But you do have the other ship, the soon-to-be renamed Sea Kenku. And all that, and also, the challenge that awaits you all, which is figuring out how to deal with this underwater level. But you are now up against as it says, the final enemy, like the actual threat that you've sort of been building towards. So that is a way of focusing the mind, and I imagine is something Waves will be into. Even though Waves does not plan to join the council afterwards, at least Waves knowing that there's an actual threat to challenge that is not so shadowy but very clear might be helpful. Well, I mean, who knows how shadowy the terrible creature that's coordinating all this is, but that's a problem for future all of you. How did you feel about today's session? Where will the fine folks find you next?
Oh, I love today's session, and I felt so smart when I asked the lizard folk for a map of their fortress, and and they told me there's one entrance, and now I realize I should have asked whether the entrance actually now above or below water. That might have been good information to ask for, and I completely forgot about it. And so yeah, there's that. Also, shopping episode. I actually would have a story to tell if it wasn't already so much past the hour, because the first time I ever DM'd, which was for Shadowrun 3rd edition, it was my first time ever Young Pyron DM'd, and the thing got completely derailed with the complete runners group then going to shop to fit into a goth disco. And I was just sitting there sweating and thought everything was done, but apparently everybody was having fun. So that's something I wanted to mention. Then about Mike playing Rule of the Rose. This is something that people should actually Google, because there's so much interesting stuff about that game and why it's currently so difficult to get a copy of it and what happened when it came out and all of it. So please Google Rule of Rose. It's completely worth it. And sorry, I wanted to plug Pencil's Aaron's podcast, the BFYTW podcast. It's called that.
I don't think I know about this. Is this how new is this?
No, he's doing it for 6 years now. It's called Because Fuck You, That's Why.
Oh no, I know that
abbreviation.
Yes. Okay, now.
Sorry.
now I know it. I was like, wait, what?
So so he is nearing his 400th episode, and it's going to be a very, very special episode. So maybe take episode 390 or 391 to get into it, so you can build up to that 400th episode, because you don't know it now, but you want to. That's all I have to say. Good night.
Very good stuff. Thank you, Pyron. And by the way, just to everybody in chat too, I am only 8 episodes away from my 500th episode of Pen and Pixels on here, which is hard to believe. So it's going to be a big one when we get there. It's sort of hard to imagine. Congratulations, though, to Pencil Saren. Good guy. Thank you, Pyron. Great stuff from everybody today. Chat, can we get some love for the always entertaining, lovely people of By the Dice Roll? Thank you to Pyron J, to Darksaber2K, to Wholesome Horror Gaming, to Inanda, and to Undeveloped Bruce. Wonderful work, team, and I will see you folks next month. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
And that is that for us. But we will be back, they said notably. I will be back anyway on Tuesday when I will be returning on my own channel. I will be back on my channel at noon Eastern playing the Chat Chosen Game of the Month, which will be Far Lone Sales. That is a GOG game, so thanks to GOG for that. Then I will be right here, and remember, chat, 4 p.m. Eastern for Pen and Pixels episode 493. I will be playing Neverwinter Nights 2, the module based on my first published novel, which is called The Third Sign. There was a person who would go on to work to do the Westgate games and so on, other sort of official modules for Neverwinter Nights 2, and he made a module for my first novel called The Third Sign. So we're going to be playing through that because that's going to be fun, and that's going to happen for a couple sessions since I finished Expeditions Rose. Then I will be back here I will be back on my channel, I should say, then at 9 p.m. Eastern for another GOG game with my amazing voice team, the Vocalists, doing Citizen Sleeper 2, continuing that. Then Thursday night, I'm going to be on my channel playing a game called that rhymes with Bloomblaven with my friend Zach Clay. And Friday night on my channel, the always fun annual Halloween reading of Edgar Allan Poe, which I will be doing. So that'll be a great time. So I'm excited. I'm really glad that we got back into this game today. More of Ghosts of Saltmarsh coming at you next month with By the Dice Roll, and much more D&D on my channel elsewhere as well. If you like what you saw and heard today, please follow us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. Please consider supporting us by subscribing, as several of you did today, to GogCom's Twitch channel. And please click through to our own channels, because we have our own individual Patreons and subsystems and all that kind of good stuff, which is always stuff that we really appreciate. That is going to do it for me. And I don't know if let me just double check. I don't think we have anyone coming on today on Sunday? We do not. So the next person who's going to be with you is Monday. Cartube is going to be playing something. And then, as I said, I will be back on Tuesday playing Neverwinter Nights 2 with the Third Sign module. But thank you most of all to my Buy the Dice Roll crew today. Amazing work from all of them. Thank you all for joining us on a Sunday. It was a good turnout and everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. So thank you all for being there, and much love to all of you folks. We will see you right back here, either on my channel on Tuesday or later on for Pen and Pixels episode 493, and more D&D of this campaign to come next month. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you folks soon. Otherwise, much love, and have a good night. Bye for now.
Thank you.